Hi, folks. Welcome. Welcome, one and all.
Woo!
Welcome and hello.
So
Yeah.
I wanted to start off by saying I made a purchase today, an upgrade that I'm like fucking super stoked about.
Exhaust.
Yeah, I got the Acro, so I'm fucking like
Yeah.
excited as fuck. Start off by saying I made a purchase today, an upgrade that I'm like fucking super stoked. Someone's got their viewing on.
Steve, mute your
Oh,
thing.
Steven.
No,
Come on,
that was
Steven.
me. I think that was me. Sorry.
Yeah, it was not.
Yeah. No, you know what happened? We went live, and I have the side chat up, and it started playing.
Freaking amateur.
I know. I'm so
Yeah, it
angry.
restarts. Yeah, that's right. When you
Yeah, I
actually
know. It
turn it
started
on.
playing, and I'm like, oh my god, where's the button?
Anyways, continue on, ironic.
So who do we have in the chat here today so far? Why don't we sound off?
One.
Two.
Who's number one? Who's number one?
This guy right here. Got AA Nation up in ironic rebounds HumpDay chat. Yeah.
Welcome.
Glad I can make it today. Usually I'm busy on Wednesdays, but I don't have to leave until 9:30 tonight, so we're good.
Yeah, I very conveniently schedule it when you're not available. I don't know
Oh,
how
yeah,
that worked
true.
out.
It's my
So,
hockey schedule, man.
are you gonna do one tomorrow?
Sorry?
A Nation?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think
I'm out.
it all depends on my work. If I don't have to work night shift tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna do it. But I'll find out tomorrow morning soon.
Jeez, we just
Uh,
started this one and you already want to
I
talk
know,
about
it's
it.
Timo. What the
No,
hell,
I
man?
just asking because tomorrow is still like the best day to ride.
Oh, we're
Oh
riding
yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah,
man.
yeah.
Definitely.
We might skip out and just go to LNL.
No, tomorrow, A Nation's going to be the only Canadian in the chat.
Yeah,
Yep.
I know. We might. I know. Honestly, I might go to
How
LNL
about
tomorrow. And just
how
say
about
fuck it.
me? I'm stuck in the snow over here, so
Yeah, that's true. I guess you'll have to do it
Ride
too,
in the
right?
snow, man. What the fuck?
My younger brother just posted a picture on Instagram. He stored his bike, and I'm like, no, man, too soon. He's in London, Ontario. I'm like, buddy, don't do it.
He probably already has like 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit of snow out there already. It's ridiculous, actually. We've been pretty lucky so far.
I know, right?
So I actually did get a few questions in advance on my YouTube vid, the weekly Hangouts vid.
I thought we were still introducing ourselves.
Well, you guys, I'm waiting. Nobody's talking. Let's go. Okay, you want me to intro you guys? No, I don't know who you are.
Oh snap!
My name is Jeff.
Nice. That timing's pretty good, actually, this
That's
time.
definitely Steve.
Yeah, it's always Steve Light with the sounds there, guys. And I guess we'll keep going. I am Will PH Moto from Nova Scotia, Canada. What up?
Repping the East Coast.
Guess I'll throw mine out there. I'm a goat father. I'm a diver, and I do diving vlogs.
Trollolololol.
Yeah. Please
We're here to
insert
talk
Rick roll
about
now.
the Mediterranean diving tonight. Hemo!
Oh,
What up?
you do-
I may be in the wrong hangout then.
Do you
Yeah, I
do
think this
you
is
do
a
the muff-
non-diving
the
Hangouts.
muff diving hangout?
Yeah, that kind of diving too. Yeah. I think.
Do I have to
yeah.
hide my face or something?
Too
Hemo.
many Asians.
We have Hemo here
okay,
live from the accident scene. I believe,
Yeah,
from what I hear.
It was pretty traumatic. My boy did okay. He was just fine. I got a bump on my head, so I gotta head back home. I'm in the car with my parents right now. I gotta get my factor and do that up, and after that maybe go get that photo that we were trying to get on the way down.
Faux.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
tell us what happened.
So yeah, I was going. I was gonna do a legal U-turn. It's different from yours, ironic.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. In your car. You were in your car.
Yeah, I was in the
So
car.
the cager's always at fault. You realize that.
Well, mid U-turn. No, I was in the car, so whatever. Mid U-turn, guy comes doing the same right turn that I did. He knows that road well because I guess he was like trying to hit late apex or something, and then next thing you know, he realizes, yeah, I'm in the middle of a U-turn here, buddy. T-bones my front and rear driver's side door. And the moment he realized that I couldn't open my door because it was so bashed in, the guy peels off southbound on.
Shit. Are you fucking serious?
Yeah, serious. I guess I could even laugh about it now because I'm okay. You know, it's what I don't like is that just the insurance, right? That's what's gonna happen. Deductible, car's probably a write-off, and guy gets away. And, yeah.
Did you get his plate?
Nope. That's the problem.
So I'm sharing
dark.
on the screen here. That's Hemo's car right now, as he
Yeah.
left it.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem.
So Hemo's gonna have a GoFundMe account started soon.
Hey man, that's
Yeah.
a car. Don't knock on that car. That's Hey man, it's the Echo, or it's the descendant of the Echo. It's a good car, man. Reliable, really light, good on gas.
What car is that? Just
Like, if it weren't for that car, I probably would have like really bad injuries.
is that a Mazda 3 with Acura rims?
Yeah, long story. I don't want to get into that.
I knew it. I was like,
It explains
I
everything.
don't think they have Acuras in America though. Acura is I think a Canadian only car.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but they have the rims on Hondas, so they know it's a
Yeah,
Honda. I represent Honda. That's my bike, right? Even though it's Acura, so I don't know. Once they start making Acura bikes, I'll be the first to sign up.
Wow,
So,
that's,
yeah.
that's fucked up.
Like, anyway, I'm okay, just shaken up, really, really hungry. My boy's starving. We'll probably get that full later on. I gotta go home, get my factor done, and I just wanted to check in with all you guys. Hard to explain all this on the WhatsApp thing. So, you guys, peace out. I'm heading out.
Hemo, glad you're alright, bro.
All
Take
right,
care.
man. Yeah, take it easy. Don't bleed out, man.
Yeah, later, buddy.
Shit.
I need all the blood I
don't
can
bleed
get.
out.
Yeah, don't bleed out. Fuck. That's brutal. Fuck. That's horrible.
See you guys.
Later,
Alright.
bro.
Yeah, that's bullshit, man. That fucking sucks.
Especially on
That's
a
great.
hit and run. I
Did he have his GoPro on?
no.
Yeah, he was wearing his helmet in the car probably.
You missed
Which is
out,
what we're all
man.
gonna be doing this winter. So
Yeah, that's right. Bike life wannabe.
yeah.
I'm about to buy a dash cam, to be honest.
Yeah, I thought about it too.
Yeah, just for protection, I guess.
You know, some subscriber today messaged me on Instagram, and he totally redesigned my bike as a new what do you call it? A new Yamaha. Like I don't know. He just sent it to me just now. I'm just looking at this. So he went on some app where you can like make a bike. I guess it's some kind of app. It looks like my bike, but 20 years newer. It's fucking amazing. Wow. I want this bike.
Screen share.
It's on my phone. I gotta. Oh, hold on.
My subscribers never
Screenshot.
make anything.
Hold on.
I know. I got like the lamest subs.
That's nice.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that far, John.
Blame the subs. Blame the subs for not being creative.
I'll get something one day. I had my first comment cherry pop by somebody today.
Oh, I've
Are
had
you gonna
those for a
name
long
drop?
time now.
Yeah, but it wasn't from like one of you guys doing it. It was from somebody I've never seen before.
Thank you for watching.
No, he actually said.
I was about to message that on your latest. Just say thank you for watching. Or you're welcome for watching.
That's gonna be.
You're looking for watching. I like that.
That'll be my new one. Hashtag you're welcome for watching.
Just get into a big thank you war. Thank you for watching.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
for watching.
Thank you, the Canadian way.
Yeah, that's legit gonna be my T-shirt. It's just gonna be hashtag thank you for watching. Nothing else.
Oh, that's too funny. So I was out riding today. It was kind of cold this afternoon. I rushed home to get home from work, and it was decent. I think it was like 6 degrees when I left, and I had a particular spot in mind to get to because I wanted to go take some photos of the sunset. So I got there in enough time, and I chilled there for like 10 minutes or so. Got a bunch of photos, and I was like, all right, that's awesome. I made it here in time. And then, like, as soon as the sun went down, like, it started getting dark and, like, it got so cold. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm so far from home. It is so fucking cold.
I rode Monday. It was -6 degrees.
You're on a supermoto. You can literally wear, like, a
What the
friggin'
fuck are you talking about?
You can wear, like, an abominable snowsuit and still be comfortable and ride. Like,
Dude, like, I'm not cold riding because I wear, like, proper layers.
yeah, and you do, like, 40 kilometers an hour.
Oh yeah.
Because at 40 you start with that wobble shit, right?
Yeah, John, I seen that video.
I thought you were gonna die, man. That's crazy.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was bad.
Wobbledy wobbledy.
That was like my worst ride on the highway.
No, but I don't want to take anything away from John. He did message us a few times where he was out and it was fucking cold.
Yeah, John wins so far, but John, you're kind of forced to. It's either that or take the bus, and I know.
Bus life, yeah, bus life. I would fucking take the bus.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Thursday I rode the rain. I rode the snow. I mean.
You don't have a winter ride?
He doesn't have a car, so he has to take the bus. Or
Oh, you're fucked. Oh.
Just fucking put some studs on those tires, man.
I know, right?
I was actually debating doing that because I'm gonna get.
Tuesday I was riding on the snow.
My
So,
friend
yeah,
did that. We studied his.
tires this winter and see what it's all about.
It's fucking awesome. It's sketchy as hell when there's no snow or ice on the ground, though.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's just like riding on ice because you're all studs, right?
What kind of studs do you buy? Is there actual studs or?
We went full Nova Scotia redneck on that tire when we did it, and we just used screws from the inside out.
That's
Yeah,
what I was.
pretty much.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna do too.
But if you put too many, yeah, you're gonna skid. So you gotta skip.
We put too
You gotta
many.
skip a
We
few.
put too many.
We put too many. His intention was to go on a lake, and it worked great. It's just when
Yeah,
he
on the lake
came
was
home-
great.
Yeah, when he came home, he's like, "Yeah, the pavement. I had to get off and walk the bike. It was that bad."
Well, you can just
Wow.
ride the ditches, no? You just fucking run the ditches all the way home.
Yeah, I'm not sure which way he took home, but that's what he said. I wasn't there for it. I was only there to help him screw like about 500 screws into each tire.
Oh my god.
That's
It
crazy.
was overkill, but it was hilarious.
So 250 is good. I don't have to do 500. I can do like 250, and I'll be all right.
Yeah, cut it in half, you'll be okay.
Hey, Will, you guys tube the tire?
He put what do they call it? It's what you can get for bicycles. It's not quite a tube, but it's like a seal, like a rubber seal, and it goes where the screw heads are.
That's weird. That
Yeah, I'm
seems a
not
lot of work.
100% sure. I was only there for the screwing part because I like to screw. But
You like to
other than that,
You didn't.
Will
you didn't
wins.
ride
Will
it?
wins live hangout.
You didn't get to ride it, Will?
what's that?
You didn't get to ride it?
No, I work a lot. I didn't get a chance when they went out,
Oh,
and then that bike crashed eventually. And
that cursed work.
you know what?
You know
Money's
what's
got to be
super
made.
fun? You know what's super fun in the winter? A sled. A snowmobile is super fun.
Snowmobile. Yeah, we
Yeah.
got at least a guy or two in Toronto that's got one. I gotta see if I can get a vlog on there, man.
There is so much fun. I don't know about vlogging. Like, I don't know how well it will come out just because, like, every time I've gone snowmobiling, you just kind of get your face full of snow. Like, even if you're wearing a helmet, you're always getting, like, covered in snow. But, yeah, no, honestly, it is such a blast.
Do you guys snowboard?
I do, yes.
Are you gonna make snowboard vlogs?
I am actually. I just that's why I got these new mics. So I've rigged up a snowboarding helmet I have. I don't know how the wind's gonna work into play, with the lapel mic. So I'm think like I don't know. I'm finding a
Just
way
use
to
the
kind of
fucking
block it. But yeah,
variant.
yeah. So we'll
It's
see.
an off-road helmet. Just use the variant.
Just use a what? Say that again.
The variant, the Icon variant.
I mean, I could just use like my old helmet, like motorcycle helmet. Yeah, but that would actually like block my field of view because like your head's more on a swivel when you're snowboarding.
Yeah, true.
Just go get one of those helmet
the off-road
strap
helmet.
thingies for the GoPro.
I just honestly I just think if I put enough covers on the mic, that it will reduce the wind noise, and then in my editing program I can always up my volume, right?
Have you tried that dead cat, the furry shit on the mic? Because I hear that's like that works every
No,
time.
I just have a bunch of these foams, so I was thinking about like tripling up. You know,
I
like
think
with
it just
one of-
starts to get muffled though when you put too many of those. I
you know
tried
when
that.
you
I
wanna,
guess
like
you need-
double
you need the
pack
dead
it
cat.
because you don't know her.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kind of the same idea, right?
Yeah.
Stop. I just don't put it in there, man. That's
Yeah,
easy.
just don't put it in there, man. I don't know. It'll be a trial and error run.
Yeah.
The good thing about the GoPro is I can, on the spot, I can Wi-Fi the footage right to my phone. I'm sure Drifts and other cameras have the same app, but I'm not aware. So I can do like one run down the mountain and then send it to my phone and then check it on the spot.
And then not do any more videos because your GoPro battery has now died.
Well, that's why you bring. Well, okay. See, that's first of all, you have the Eden 187 kit. Second of all, alone from that, I just bought an external battery. That's like 200,000 milliamps or whatever it is.
A Nation has gone professional.
Yeah, holy fuck.
The external
Pro tip.
battery I have will charge my iPhone 10 times from dead. So I'm good with like 3 extra GoPro batteries. I'm good.
Yeah, I picked up one of them external batteries too.
They're so cheap on fucking Amazon, man. It's pretty good.
Smart to do. If you motovlog, you should pick up an external battery.
Just hook up the 12-volt tender right to your battery, man. Wire that shit up.
Yeah. You know what I use the external for
Wire
a lot
that
though when
shit
I'm
up,
running?
man.
Yeah, I use it for my iPhone to be honest.
You could just carry a motorcycle battery with you down the mountain.
Yeah, just strap it to I'm gonna strap that shit. That's so funny.
I'm actually looking at my work. We have like a grounds department, so I'm like researching. They have all this battery powered like heated gear. So I'm gonna bring in like a shit ton of samples to see what's worthwhile. Because honestly, man, some of that stuff looks great. It's all like little lithium batteries, last like 6 hours, and it's compact, and that shit keeps you toasty.
I need some 18650 batteries if you got some.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do, man. We'll see what we can do.
Like, what are you carrying around your waist? You'd be like, "That's my extra GoPro battery."
No, man, that's my
motorcycle
fucking
battery?
utility belt, man. That's Batman shit.
This is not a bomb. Please do not be alarmed.
Just
Yeah,
don't say
those
bomb.
words.
Don't say bomb.
This
Don't
chat is
ever
going to
say
get flagged.
Oh, that's too funny. So, funny story about not saying things. Last year, I went to Cuba for a vacation, and when you leave, you're in the airport to depart. All like the maids and like the cleaning staff there, they want to like transfer the money, so they want your Canadian money because it works out better for them if they get Canadian money, opposed from like what they actually get paid. Like it's a whole story. They get paid in like pesos.
Yep.
But convertible pesos are actually worth more. So tourists get convertible pesos. You get where I'm getting at here. So like they want the money that you have, not the money that they earn.
Of course.
It's worth more to them. Anyways,
It's like me. I want your money. It's worth more to me.
yeah, that's like Canadians wanting American money right now because it's worth more, right? So anyway.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to leave the airport, and like all these like 3 or 4 or 5 maids in a row are like, oh, $20 for $20, like they want to change. So as a joke, I thought it'd be funny. I'm like, oh no, I'm Americano. I only have American money. But let me tell you something. Don't ever tell the Cuban fucking people in the airport that you're American.
Don't do it.
They don't like that. This one like fucking like 70-year-old maid starts screaming Americano at me, and then like 2 officers came and like tried to detain me. It was a really bad idea.
It's legal now though for them to go
It
down.
is now. Last year it was not, but it is now. Don't fuck around with that shit. If you're in an airport, don't say American, don't say bomb, don't say any of that shit.
Pro
Most
tip: if
Americans-
you ever travel
Yeah.
and you're an American, pro
Say you're
tip:
Canadian.
say you're Canadian.
Yeah, they love us. They love.
You're like the 4th person to tell me that.
Yeah,
true
they
story.
love us.
Yeah.
Just bring a Canadian flag, like strap that shit onto your forehead, and you're good.
Apparently too. On that note, apparently like if you're in Europe, and you have what do you call it? If you have a Canadian passport, that you can travel cheaper than you can if you have a European passport. Apparently, this is what I hear. I don't know.
Travel where? Like travel on the train? Like what do you mean travel?
No. Travel. Like if you're gonna fly from one end of Europe to the other. I know Europe's not that big. I'm just saying. Like if you're in
A-Nation's
Europe
just
and you
full of
want to.
shit.
No, this is what I heard. If you want to travel, that is
I
cheaper
heard this
if
from
you
my
say you're
brother's
Canadian.
sister, friend, best friend's coworker.
I think an European passport is actually better than Canadian one.
Well, obviously, but you're in Europe, so I mean.
Ooh, look who
No.
just joined.
Even for traveling, the European passport is better because you don't need so many visas.
Yeah, between borders.
Oh,
Yeah.
I got you. So, like, if you're in Europe and you're traveling elsewhere to, like, Canada or, like, the North America or whatever, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Hello, is anyone able to hear me right now?
Yes.
Yep.
Welcome Torimoto. Welcome Battleborn as well.
Thank you
Yeah,
very
finally.
much.
Two big cheers right there.
You figured it out. You got your name on there proper. That's good.
Yeah, I had to transfer the ownerships of my YouTube account and my Google Plus pages. It took a while to figure out, but I'm glad it's finally working.
Yeah, it's a huge fucking mess. This Google YouTube separation. It's like
Yeah.
the
Oh,
worst.
yes. That is a for sure.
Yeah, I'm glad I got it working. Finally, I can join a hangout with you guys.
Yeah.
Okay, so bike life. Who was out today?
I
Me?
was out today, and
I was out.
it
There you
snowed
go.
for a little bit while I was out.
Where the hell do you live?
I live Hamilton bound.
Oh,
You guys are fucking nuts. Like, this is way too fucking cold for me.
I had my Canada Goose jacket bundled up right to the bottom of my helmet, and I was nice and toasty.
Layers is good. You can go
Yeah.
really light as long as you have enough layers on. It's great, man.
You know what? The balaclavas help a ton. My chin
Yeah.
usually gets really cold, but once I have that on, I can't complain at all. It's toasty.
Well,
I have
Movember
one that
helps.
doesn't fit in my helmet, so I have to
Movember
wear my
helps.
MX
You
helmet.
gotta have the full beard on this time of year. You're good.
Yeah, I just don't shave for a little bit.
Hey, Will, if you're complaining about the cold, you're going to like my video up tomorrow. That's all I'm saying.
I'm gonna purposefully not watch it.
You're going to watch it. You're going to watch it, and you're going to like it, okay? That's just how it's going down.
We'll see. We'll see.
I'm gonna make a winter challenge. I don't know what it'll be like. You have to ride in like shorts or something.
That's fucked up,
In
man.
5 feet of snow.
You're allowed to wear anything in like for your upper body, but you have to wear shorts.
Can you wear like those knee guards and shit, shin
No,
guards?
fuck that. Fucking ankle socks.
I ain't fucking squid, bro.
Ankle socks and bear skin.
No socks. You have to wear sandals.
Yeah,
That's pushing the squid mark way too far.
And tell me where you are, and I'll make a rage vid on you.
Yo, how
Hey,
fast
guys.
do you think you're actually gonna go when it's like fucking -10? You
Fucking
could wear
right.
shorts around the block, I think.
Oh, for sure, I would do it. But it's squidding, man. That's fucking scary shit.
that
I
is
do
really
it for like 5 minutes.
Squidding on ice.
Mm.
a terrible idea. My
Yeah,
back
that's
tire was
terrible.
sliding all over the place the other day. It was kind of nerve-wracking.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, you can really tell. You can really tell the tires do not like the cold. They're not made for it at all.
Oh, I have first-hand experience.
I was sliding around today.
Dad Dread, welcome.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Yeah, I was overthinking today. I wasn't expecting it at all. And as I revved the fuck out of the bike, my back tire just fucking slid on me. But
Yo, is that Dread?
Yeah, boy.
that's true.
He's sounds like he's pouring out some chocolate milk.
No, that's not me.
Just for myself a new
No,
chocolate
that was
Not
good.
yet.
I'm pouring some water.
I got a good in the fridge.
I love how that's caught on.
Yeah, I'm gonna make it the chocolate milk Wednesdays.
That's the one right there.
We have better chocolate milk in Canada than they do in America.
We have
I
better
agree.
everything
Better
in
iced tea,
Canada
how about that?
than America. I'm
I
sorry.
don't know about that.
They don't have ketchup chips, so they automatically lose.
Yeah, we
I
have.
hate ketchup chips.
Well, apparently they have ketchup chips now.
Well,
Really?
thanks for saying somebody.
Well, somebody has some.
Maybe it's like Ruffles. That shit don't count.
No, I think she's got the real deal, or this person. Sorry.
Man, I get my chocolate milk directly from the farmer.
Oh, that's the best kind, man. Unpasteurized.
Almost out of the udder milk. Chocolate. Like, it's
Right from the teat.
Yeah.
I'm jealous. I'm
They
jealous.
just take the milk into a bucket, and at the bottom of the bucket's a Hershey bar, and then they call it chocolate milk.
There you go. There
They,
you go.
yeah, and they just like poke a hole in the bottom of the bucket and let it filter out,
Yeah,
and then they put that into the glass jar.
that's good shit. That's
That
good
is
shit.
the good shit.
Hold
Yeah.
on, guys. One sec.
So how's the weather down there in the Reno area?
Cold.
Period.
It was
Cold
snow-
period.
yeah, no, yeah, it snowed today.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Really?
It
Yep.
snows in Nevada?
Yeah.
Yes, it snows in Nevada.
Are you guys shoveling snow?
No, it's melted a bit. There's some snow in some areas, but it's black ice right now in some places.
Jesus.
I
still
fell on
haven't
the ice
moved out
today
here.
on top of the roof.
That's fucked.
Putting some Christmas lights up.
No. I work on roofs. My daily
Oh, okay.
I work on roof.
He does wheelies on rooftops.
Yeah.
He does rooftop wheelies. That's his new thing for his channel.
Looking forward to the
My
next vlog.
name is Sumo. I work on roof.
If you
To
make
be
a
fair, my
video,
record really was on -6 degrees. So.
if you make a video of you doing wheelies on top of a roof,
And don't die.
we're gonna all share that.
Well, you can't
do it
apparently,
on the edge, though.
according to our little motoblogger Toronto community we got here, we got our own little chat going.
Yeah.
Sumo's gonna do wheelies on my grave.
What the fuck was that?
Yeah.
He's like, do a burnout.
Yeah. Do a burnout on my grave.
Hey, man.
So yeah, snow. We're not too far away, you Reno folk. We're not too far away from snow. Like snow. When I mean snow,
I
I
had
mean
snow
like
up here.
the shit
We
that
got
stays.
snow
Well,
already.
but you're north. You're not Toronto. You're like other places.
Mississauga is full of snow.
I rode around
not
today
full
with
of
snow on the
snow.
ground.
Yeah, Mississauga cannot be full of snow right now.
There's
Yo,
no.
I rode around today with snow on the ground.
Yeah. But we're not far away. We're like a week or two away from a cumulative snow.
Yeah, I agree. This weather, like it's freezing the asphalt right now. It's gonna start to hold all the snow soon.
I'm pretty sure tomorrow's gonna be the last like realistic day to ride, right?
Oh, I finally get to
Enjoy
ride.
it.
Oh yeah. No live chat tomorrow, just riding.
Oh, you gotta do on the road live chats, man.
Yeah, exactly. Well, I don't have free data like fucking Street Rookie.
Yeah, I don't have free data either. What the hell?
I got free data, so I'll do it. You guys
Okay,
will all
I'll
no
just
Wi-Fi.
ride real. I'll ride real close to you. And
Yeah, everybody.
we'll ride in a pack.
As long as we don't have any hyacinths, we're okay. We can ride close.
Yeah. Fuck.
Oh shit. Shots fired.
I still got to see that footage, man. That hyacinth impact. That's got to be great footage.
I don't know what footage you're talking about.
Come on, man. Somebody had to videotape it.
I
Yeah,
think it
man.
all got lost in the archives.
What footage is this? I'm lost now.
Yeah, what
there
footage
there
is
was a couple Hyosings that supposedly like slammed into the supermotos on some ride that they were having.
What
was
ride
It was like a kamikaze Hyosing attack or something.
Those are those 250s, right?
Yeah.
But those are supposed to be like dirt cheap, right?
Oh, they
Yeah, but
are.
you look stupid. I'm
They
sorry.
look like a
If you're a
fucking
fan, I'm
Pixar or
sorry.
something.
Go buy a Ninja 250. Like, don't buy that shit.
The price of the Ninja 250s has came down a ton recently. I was just checking, and I'm pretty surprised.
It's because of all the supermotos.
That's what a 2014 Ninja 250 has 7 owners now.
That's the problem. Yeah, that's you got to
That's
worry about
why.
that. You're paying for each owner. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
paying less for each owner.
Exactly. Like my 20-year-old bike has 3 owners, and a 1-year-old 250 will have like fucking 7.
And then you get the people that put an exhaust and fender eliminator kit and raise the price by $1,900.
Yeah.
Sweet.
So they make money on their mods. Yeah.
Oh man, that blows my mind.
That's actually one of the questions I got for today's group was from Ninja Basics in commenting on my YouTube vid was what mods should I get? So when you got that, a fresh, virgin bike, what are your first couple mods that you put on there? Why?
Oh,
I have a good answer for this. My first mod will be stickers from Will Page.
And that was Will PH, everybody. He's leaving the chat now.
Yeah.
I have to do it at least once to
That's his
ironic.
plug for the night. He's done.
Exhaust?
Yeah.
Usually it's slip-on first. Yeah.
Are we talking about 250s?
Wrong. You're wrong. You're all wrong.
Fender eliminator. Not exhaust.
Nope. Wrong again.
250s?
Nope.
Don't
What was the
copy me.
question?
Don't
The
copy me.
question was, what's your first mod on a virgin bike and
On
why?
any bike?
Oh, okay. Hold on. Ironic. Is it a virgin bike
I
or
throw
a
it going back.
250?
Well, it doesn't. They don't specify.
Oh,
That's what
I
I'm
thought you
saying.
wanted
So I'm
250.
thinking my own bike.
A tank of nitrous.
Yeah, that would work.
A girl
I
going back.
actually have a legit answer. If it's if it's any bike brand new out of like the factory, your first mod should be upgraded tires. Honestly. Like,
Oh man, no way.
Yeah.
If you just bought a brand new bike,
brand new
you
tires,
can
afford
afford
to trash
new
them.
Okay,
You're
I'm
gonna throw out
telling
new
you.
tires.
I'm telling you, you're gonna get some shitty fucking tires.
No, he's right.
Brand new.
The tires I got on my fucking supermoto were trash.
The tires I got on my bike
not
were
the
too
first
expensive
I
for me
ever
to
bought.
afford.
Yeah, but did you buy your bike brand new?
Yeah, 100% brand new.
No, Will.
Yes, I bought my bike brand
Okay,
spanking new from the dealer.
But you ride a Ducati, so you're fucking already 18 grand in. I'm talking like you're gonna go out and buy like an R6, or you're gonna go out and buy like a Ninja 250. They're gonna give you those stupid like Road Runner, Road Warrior tires. Like they're junk. Go sell those. Spend an extra $150 and buy a set of like Michelin's or Bridgestones. It makes the difference. Because you can go out and get an exhaust, you can go get lights, but you're not actually going to have a decent ride. You're not going to know and learn and feel the bike unless you have a set of tires that actually grip. That's my 2 cents.
I've been told that by multiple people, actually. I know a few people with the Ninja 300s with the Diablo Pirelli Rosso 2s or whatever, and when we go for the rides in the twisties, they're getting real low on those corners. And
yeah, what do the Ninjas come with? They come with like a tire called like the
IWC Road Winners. Yeah, Road Winners.
Yeah, like would you? Ironic. Would you buy a tire for your 650 that the name of the tire was Road Winner? You get what I'm saying? Like the first thing you should do to your bike is to upgrade the tires.
You know what? Honestly, the 650 comes with some decent Dunlops on there. Surprisingly, they're
Okay,
not bad.
so
The 500 came with really bad tires.
If your bike comes with decent tires, what's next?
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
No, my problem is, okay, you have these tires. You have a brand. Let's say it's a new bike, right? You're gonna drop another $400 on tires. Then
Burn out
get
first.
rid of the ones you have.
Or you're gonna drop your bike because you're fucking $200.
Yo, I would say sprocket.
What?
Front sprocket. You could change the front sprocket in your garage, in your driveway. Really fucking easy.
That's supermoto life, though, right?
Yeah.
No.
More to life.
I think that's.
I did it on the 600 too.
Fender Eliminator for me.
Fender Eliminator and a muff. Because you need nice muffs and you need to get rid of that.
Take that shit off.
That big Fender.
It's all subjective. You're gonna get whatever you can afford.
Yeah, that's true.
Get what you want. If you want something visual, then obviously eliminate the fender first because that thing's ugly on all bikes.
Well, you make a good point. Are we like you break it down? Is it performance, handling, or is it aesthetics?
Yeah.
Because not everyone's gonna ride like crazy on new tires, new bike, like A Nation is.
Sorry, listen. My Ninja 500. When I got my Ninja 500, it came with the shittiest fucking tires known to man. I rode with those tires for 3 months. I upgraded to just one tire level better than what it was on it.
Were they made in China?
All the tires are made in China. Everything we own is made in China.
I was just gonna say, why specify everything is made in China?
Yeah, but all I'm saying is I upgraded the tires just like 10%, and my enjoyment on the bike went up 1,000. That's I guess it's a bias.
Did the enjoyment go up because you were more confident because you had better tires?
The enjoyment went up because I didn't slip out on turns. So when I used to slip out on turns, I thought I was going too hard on the turn.
The Japanese calls that drifting.
When I upgraded my rear tire on my 600 last summer, I could totally tell a difference after like a couple weeks of riding because they stick way more grippier. You can get lower.
Absolutely, yeah.
Chuck some acetone on them bad boys.
All I gotta say is exhaust.
Somebody's making money now off their fucking new fame and fortune.
Exhaust. And you know what? To be honest, I got the Fender Eliminator, the shorty levers, the seat cover, the flush mounts, and the exhaust. Yes, I got it all.
Yo,
but I would have gotten the exhaust first.
I could have given you my Acropovic exhaust, and then you could have bought me a bike for that price.
Come on, man, look at this. Look at this thing. Look at
that
this
crash
thing.
video has.
Could you have given me this? Could you have given me this? Look
No,
at
I could have found something though.
Yo, ironic.
Yeah.
Could have got the carbon fiber one.
No, they don't have it in carbon fiber.
Yo, is that 4-into-1?
That's 4-into-1, yeah, and it's an under.
That's 4-into-2 into 1.
That's 4-into-1.
4-into-1? Okay, I was gonna say.
Yeah, 4-into-1.
Yeah, there's no way that goes 4 and a 1.
The
Yeah, I was
thing
gonna say, I don't think I've seen a 4 to 1.
4 to 1 equals like fucking flames.
I'm so proud that you got the full exhaust too.
I don't have a choice. There's no other options right now for this
Go
bike.
back to that side pick. Go back to that side pick. Gotta get rid of that fender, yo.
Oh, it's gone already, man. It's gone already. I already have it on order. I already have the fender on order.
Having said that, if your first modification is going to be aesthetics, it's going to be a fender elimination kit. No matter
Look
what.
at that.
First one, it's got to get rid of that fucking
Badass.
claw arm off the
Look at
back.
that. I don't even understand what that thing's trying to do right now.
I took my mirrors off. Those were my first things I took off.
You can't do that here.
Yeah, you put bar end mirrors on.
Yeah, you can do it.
True, yeah.
Mine are in the mail still. They've been in the mail for like 4 months.
The non-illegal mirror every time, so
I think they got lost.
I broke my fucking mirror.
Yeah, that's one way to take them off. Then you have to replace them.
Yeah. So just to comment on this question for first modification, I don't know if you guys have noticed this, you know, when you ride your bikes, but when I first got my bike, the stock exhaust was little mouse silent, and when I was riding on the road, like the first week, I had 3 or 4 people kind of turn into my lane while I'm right beside them. So aside from changing my little riding habit a little bit, I noticed when I put my new exhaust on, that happened way more infrequently. It was pretty seldom occurrence now.
Loud pipes, man. Loud pipes save lives. Fuck that.
Honestly,
It's killing me right now with no exhaust.
Honestly, I ride every day and it still happens the same
Yeah.
way. Happens every time. So.
No, I find people, their heads go up, they're looking around. They may not see you, but they know
No,
a bike's coming.
The
And
thing is, your exhaust is not
Yeah,
pointing
they're
forward,
sure.
so they're not going to hear you anyways.
But when the exhaust is
trust me.
around, they know in their mind that a motorcycle is around, and that may tweak how they drive a little bit. They may be less spontaneous with their lane changes. They may be a little bit
I
more
don't think
relaxed.
so. Depends. I think it depends more if it's day or night. That's the only thing.
you need a little less brap and a little more inline.
Hell yeah.
I'm telling you, they hear my pipe and it makes everybody jump, man.
That's fucking funny.
Yeah, they hear that shit. You can see everybody turn their head about a car length away before I get there.
I've been listening to sound bites of this exhaust on my ride for like fucking days, and I'm just like dying to fucking.
You
see
could
this
just
stuff.
like hook up speakers onto your bike and they'll just play the sound.
Yeah. You know, I have to say, I've owned 3 motorcycles in my life. All 3 have been carbureted, and all 3 at the time of purchase have had aftermarket exhausts installed. And all 3 I've needed to retune because whoever did it just decided, oh, I'm going to put a pipe in some like exhaust on the bike and not like change anything. And the bike has like little to none power.
Mm-hmm.
That's because most people will always try to go the easy route and just get their bike map.
That's most people just like buy it, carbureted or fuel injected. You have to do some kind of tuning. We'll get like that's a whole other conversation. But most people just go out and get a pipe and they're like, oh, it sounds great, and they put it on and it's like, yeah, it sounds awesome. It's like, yeah, but you lost all your mid end. You know what I mean?
Oh shit! Who was that?
That's Mr. Sumo.
I didn't even get to see it.
Yeah, you gotta go back on that one.
That was a long time ago, though. That was like.
Was that the Halloween
Dude,
giveaway?
that feels like yesterday.
I didn't even
Shut the fuck up! Oh shit.
I remember that day.
That
That was
didn't
an
happen
awesome
at all.
day.
I'm still clueless. All I saw was a bike, and then a bike
Yep.
got loose, and then a bike
Yeah,
got
just
loose.
not a lot of leg.
Somebody needs to post that soon.
So that's everybody's buy-in on what to get first for your bikes.
GoFather mentioned in our private group chat that you should get adjustable levers first.
I gotta agree. It makes a huge difference especially when you're trying to learn a friction point on a bike. Might as well get those things right away.
Don't buy Chinese ones.
No way, buy the Chinese ones. There's no reason not to. You kidding me? They're exactly the same. Exactly.
I bought a $20 set, like 2 levers for $20. They were garbage.
I ordered
What
a
made them
Chinese.
garbage, though? Like,
I've ordered
why
6
is garbage?
Chinese levers that are like $60 from Two Wheels, and they're amazing. And
Yeah,
I've
I
taken
agree.
them all over the fucking world, and they've never given me any issues.
Yeah. I had bad luck because the levers that I got, like the sensors for the braking wouldn't work. My hydraulic pump wasn't working good either, so that's
Well,
why.
how many times did you drop the bike on the levers?
No, that's the thing. I just put them on. I was testing the sensors, and they didn't work at all.
Hey,
Because
Sumo,
honest,
Well, I
Sumo,
think there's a difference between buying notable Chinese levers and fucking buying some that you see from some dude off eBay. Of course, you're gonna run into problems if you go that route.
Uh-huh.
But if you
No,
buy
it
from
actually had like fucking 100 people bought the fucking levers, and when I got mine, they were fucking garbage.
Yeah, but did you talk to all 100 people that bought them? I mean,
No.
that's where I'm coming from. Like,
Yeah.
the reason why I bought the levers from the Two Wheels is because I actually know people who've bought them, and they swear by them. So I was like, fuck it, $70, I'll give it a shot, and now I swear by them too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's-
20 bucks over 20 bucks is fucking good.
That's actually my next upgrade this winter. I'm gonna get some adjustable levers.
I would like to do the same, actually.
I
And
think,
that's
you know
cool.
what? I'm going to buy these levers that I have here. I'm looking up Two Wheels because they've been recommended by GoFund.
That's the ones you see the ones that the two collars that extend and shit?
I think those folding ones are like usually pretty shitty. I don't bother. with
Yeah, that's the
folding
ones I got.
foldable.
That's the one I got. The one that
They're
folds
really
and shit.
bad. They look bad.
They don't even
look
make any
horrible.
sense unless you plan on
Let's
crashing on
let's
that.
just pause for a second. We got side chat. Reno Redline saying he already bought levers from eBay. My condolences, bro. I don't know what brought you there, but you might as well just make your Two Wheels purchase now, because those eBay ones, they're gonna be sponge.
So what about these ones then?
Was a RSC clutch, and I bought one for every bike that I've had. They're just the best clutches.
So what about these ones that don't extend, but they fold in case you crash?
I don't mess with folding
no.
levers, dude.
I don't get what the point of that is unless you plan on crashing it every
Yeah, why would you fold them? I don't get it. No folding. Just shorties. Just standard shorties.
You don't need to pay
adjustable.
for the short.
Yeah, look at it
folding
this way,
unless
Will. Like, you know just as well as most people do that if you crash that bike at the track, having folding levers isn't going to matter.
True. I guess I'm not really race. I'm not Mark Marquez.
Yeah.
Well, but your levers are the last of your
Yeah.
fucking concern too.
Well, these are not.
Yeah, I was gonna say, levers are the lowest.
It's your fairings and your fucking everything else is going to get trashed. It's the real problem.
Just want to address the side chat. Per Levy, whatever. Processi says the first mod you should get is a very good seat. I have to disagree with that. I've never had an uncomfortable seat. I mean,
You should come sit on my bike.
yeah, but I
My
mean, like,
seat is like two pieces of cardboard folded over. That's what it feels like.
Well, did you get a new one?
No, because
Well,
I'm a
so it's
cheap
not that
fucking
bad
bastard.
then.
I paid
but
too
my
much for my bike. I couldn't afford a seat.
In all fairness, that's a very good point. If you're a shorter rider,
Small, yeah.
if you consider the fact that a lot of shorter riders lower their bikes,
Like I did.
whereas they could spend the same amount of money on like a Corb seat.
yeah,
and-
lower.
and-
That's true. That's a good point.
Yeah, so a seat investment could be one of the best investments for a smaller rider.
That's true. That is true. You know, the other day I sat on my second seat. I just sat up on it, like on the passenger seat, and it was like hard as a rock. And now I just feel bad. I'm like, oh my god, it is the worst. Like my girlfriend's on the back of the bike. I'm like, wow, that's so uncomfortable.
But on that note, I mean, you're adjusting the height as far as suspension has got to fuck up the dynamics of the bike, definitely. But even adjusting the rider's position lower on the bike, doesn't that affect the dynamics of the bike as well?
It will, but the rule of thumb is closer to the tank is the best, because then you're more centered with the bike. And usually when you shave the seat or have a seat professionally done, that's the goal, is to get you down closer to the tank.
Yeah, center of gravity, I guess. Yeah, it makes sense.
And sometimes it's just a matter of shaving off just the sides where your inseam actually touches on the seat. They shave off a couple centimeters right there, dude, and you'll drop like half an inch sometimes. It depends on the dynamics of the seat
Yeah,
itself.
how wide you have to spread, to get your
Yep.
foot down. Sure. Yeah, I gotta say, This 650 has an amazing seat. Like the thing is butter soft. It's awesome. I can't complain. I wouldn't even consider changing. It's not
The
worth it.
650s are wicked comfortable in my experience.
It's virtually a touring bike when you sit on it. It's so comfortable.
Mhm.
I could see myself doing 3 days super easy.
I have the best seat in here, I think.
Your seat is fucking wonderful. I sat on it for like 5 minutes for a test ride, and I was fucking dying.
Well, you know, Sumo, your seat's so fucking comfortable because you never sit on it. You just stand up all the time.
Yeah, exactly.
It's supermodal life. Like,
That's
it's
the
never
super-
been used.
My seat is okay. I've done like 14-hour days on it. I only cry a little bit, but
All right, guys. On that note, I do have to take off. I have a hockey game to get to my Wednesday nights. So
Very Canadian of you.
All right,
very Canadian.
eh?
very Canadian.
But I'm glad today's timing worked out, so I could.
Yeah,
jump
I'll have to
on-
start it at 9:30 next week, right? Is that what you were saying?
No. To be honest with you, like, this is one of the rare times I have like an extremely late game. Usually, no matter what time you put the chat on, I can only jump in for 10 minutes. So, but anyways, it's been a blast though. You guys are awesome.
All right,
Dude,
take it
dude.
easy. Thanks for coming by. You want to
Well,
plug? You want to plug some hoodies or what? You down to like your last day?
Actually, yeah, my campaign finished, and we finished well. So all the hoodies are getting printed, and the shirts. I will be starting a new campaign tomorrow. The one just ended today, so same ship. First campaign ended. I was at 3,000 subs when I started it. I'm at 3,500 now. So I'm assuming the second campaign will end, and that's it. No more shirts.
Right on, man. Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right, guys. Been a blast.
Okay, man. Have fun in hockey.
Peace out, yo.
Score some goals for us. Oh, it's so peaceful in here now.
It is. Wow. Wow. You're gonna get a lot less mic sort of overtop each other. So there was a few more parts to that question. Ninja Basics threw in, and he's asking in the side chat, so I'm definitely going to mention them. First bike, I'm going to just pass over. I think we all get it now. One of the questions was, what are real world things you've learned from riding that the course just doesn't teach you? What have you learned on the road that the course just didn't prepare you for? Let's say
A lot.
Yeah.
Get balls.
Bad
How
advice.
bad
Don't do
other
that.
people drive.
Don't crash is my rule. Don't crash.
Well, they
No,
teach you on how to crash.
Everyone
On a
crashes.
serious note to that question, I'm going to have to say how you ride relative to where other cars are on the road. I've adjusted that quite a bit, and I think it's mitigated a lot of potential accidents.
Yeah, good point. The course being in a closed setting with other bikes around you,
Yeah.
and usually you guys are single file, you don't get an idea for that sort of 360 awareness that you need,
Uh-huh.
and the distances you need, and how you have to adjust that distance depending on the asshole behind you,
Yeah,
or the asshole who wants to ride next to you. And that comes with other riders too. Like we've had instances
true.
where that rider wants to ride up right next to you for some reason to hold your hand. I mean, Steve holds hands all the time when he's on the bike, so I think it's in like 50 of his videos or something.
I've seen that too.
He's holding hands all the time.
What happened?
I didn't hear
I'm
the
sorry,
word.
I wasn't paying attention.
He
Whoa.
muted his mic.
What did I do?
You're holding hands all the time on the bike.
With who? With everybody else?
With yourself?
I'm so confused.
I think one thing just to bring up, just to kind of add to this, but to go backwards in a sense, is that I rode before I ever took an MSF, and then years later when I did take the MSF, I realized that I had developed a lot of really bad riding habits prior to taking the MSF, and taking it really helped.
I gotta say I agree with that. I mean, I'm a newer rider coming right off the course, and I've had guys who swear that no, you don't need the course, don't do it. But we had guys in that same class that hadn't taken the course who had been riding for years, and they were the ones that were getting the most criticized by the instructors, nonstop. because of really bad habits, dragging their feet, keeping their hands on the clutch at all times, all kinds of like really bad sort of habits that you get into.
Hmm. You know what? I'm on that note. I'm very glad I took the riding course right at the beginning of, I guess you can say, my riding career, because I think it did set me up on a fundamentally better path in terms of riding than if I wouldn't have.
Yeah, it's nice to start out of the gate with a lot of good knowledge, professional knowledge, than to start out of the gate with a lot of YouTube knowledge or street knowledge and shit.
Agreed.
That's
You
true.
make a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
What is funny, though, is I never actually went off a mountain until after I took an MSF, so I think I fucked up somewhere.
You weren't paying attention during that day of the lessons. How not to fly off a mountain.
Well, they probably didn't cover that specifically in the course.
That's what I was gonna say.
They did teach me how to crash, so that helped. So they they taught us in our MSF that when you go down, go limp. And that's exactly what I did.
It's the hardest thing for people to do. It's a big disconnect, right? With their
Yeah, it really is. Well, I honestly thought I was dead, so it was pretty easy.
Just give up.
Yeah, I was literally like, I'm dead. I killed myself. So, but one thing that I like to always throw in when people ask this kind of question is, I've learned through riding that you need to not focus on the mistakes that you've made while you're actually riding, because you're more likely to make multiple mistakes in a chain and not even realize that you've made them because you're so caught up on a mistake you made 12 turns ago.
That's true.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think that's
definitely.
Raging too. That happens to when you're raging.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
but I
usually
think
it's those emotions, right? I think those emotions just sort of take hold of you, and you just don't pay attention to anything you're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've made that mistake numerous times. You go into a turn, you're like, oh, I've got a good line. You make a slight mistake, and you're beating yourself up like, fuck, dude, I fucking fucked this up on that turn. You've gone through 3 or 4 other turns. You almost fucking smack your head on a car going through another turn and shit. But you're still focused on your mistake like 6, 7 turns ago. You don't even realize the mistakes that you're making at that point. And I guess you're right. That could play into, like, road rage things. Like, you could see somebody on a phone and you turn to focus on them and you throw your hand up at them on the phone and you don't realize that your line is changing. You've actually veered into the lane next to you and done the same fucking thing that you just got mad about. So.
Very true.
Getting distracted.
What else?
The biggest thing I noticed coming off the course was, and I guess they touched upon it, but you're in control of the bike, but the bike really will do the right thing for you if you let it at all times. Like, the bike wants to lean into the turn for you. The bike wants to go straight. If you really trust the bike, and I don't think you get that in those 2-3 days as a newer rider, if you've never touched a bike before, you notice right off the bat when you get on the roads that the bike really does know what it's doing almost. You just have you got to trust that.
That was actually one of the major points. I don't know if you guys have watched the twist of the wrist video.
Yes.
But I think that's tremendously helpful in terms of riding advice. It's really, really good quality advice in that video, and they talk a lot about letting the bike do the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
I'm not sorry. Wow, he's turning semi-Canadian.
Sorry, I had to do it. I hadn't done it yet today. Yeah, the bike will really track the way it needs to. The bike will right itself when it needs to out of a turn when you apply throttle, and it's really about just trusting that, and trusting the dynamics. The things are the way they're made. It just seems like you've got to trust it. That's key, I think. And as a newer rider, I think you spend a lot of time initially fighting those dynamics. Fighting the natural the instincts you have aren't. It's kind of counterintuitive when you first get on a bike, and so you're constantly fighting that. And I think it really affects your confidence in that first few weeks, few months, depending how much you're riding.
Right. I would throw out another thing is when you're in a turn and you're pushing the bike and you're worried that the bike can't go any further, push the fucking bike, because the bike can go way further than you can ever go. And the worst that's going to happen is you're going to get a low side, whereas if you don't push the bike through a turn, you run the risk of changing a line and getting a high side. So push the bike.
I would go a step further. What I've noticed almost very recently, actually, was the more you come yourself off the bike, the less the bike needs to lean. So if you are worried, usually you're not as low as you think you are. But if you feel like you're getting lower than you're comfortable going, leaning off the bike into the turn, the bike will almost straighten itself on most turns, unless it's a massive hairpin. I find that if you're off that bike, the bike will almost go straight into almost any turn. Any sweeper, the bike will almost be straight upright while you're off the side of the bike.
Mine went straight into the guardrail.
I went into the ditch too on the turns.
I went into a car, but I mean I wasn't leaning, so
Maybe you should have been leaning.
maybe I should have been leaning.
I was leaning, man. I was like half off my bike and fucking, yeah, just.
I almost crashed on fucking Terranova too. Man.
Oh, gravel. Gravel's the great equalizer.
I think
Who can tell you that?
I think Redline brought up a good point, and that is like he has trouble trusting his bike.
Oh yeah.
And I think a really big thing with riding any type of creature or machine is that you have to trust and you have to love it. And you have to really become one with it. So I would suggest, Redline, that you come over to my house and we have a bike loving session.
Oh my god.
Some tailpipes, bro.
Reno says, goat, his bike, and him, so menage a trois.
You're gonna need some tissues on that one for sure.
Oh god.
Battleborn can film.
No, Barry, you need
Yo,
to
do
stay
you have
home. I would like to spend time with Mario alone.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Oh shit. All right.
Yeah, we had a man day.
I know.
a week ago. So that was nice. We just sat and ate chicken wings and watched movies together.
I thought you were gonna say we just sat naked. I
No,
thought
I heard.
Oh, I didn't want to include that because I don't know if this is like a PG-13 hangout or not. So
Do you have a hot tub, goat?
no, I do not.
Oh, okay. Or then for sure, all bets would have been off. All bets would have been off.
It's alright, you guys can come to my house and use my hot tub.
That's awesome.
God.
Awesome possum.
So that's what you guys did. Huh.
Yeah, it was a good time. It was a good time. It really was. He really enjoyed it. He opened up quite a bit, and
Yes, I
we
know.
got closer, and there was lots of exchanges.
Oh, I like how you sorted that.
Right. It burns when I pee, though, so I don't know if I should pass that along to you or
You may need
how
to
this
notify.
works.
You may need to notify her.
Right.
Oh, shit.
It's
No, you-
illegal. It's illegal if you don't notify.
Yes.
That
Is
is
it?
true.
But who's gonna know? Who's gonna know?
I
Feel
just
free to
did it.
reference Charlie Sheen.
So anyone else have any feedback on that one? Because I got another one here for you too.
I think we went sideways. I'm not quite sure what the question was.
Was real world things you've learned that the riding course didn't teach you?
That other drivers are fucking shit at driving.
No,
They were
our
pretty
course-
good at that in my course. Yeah, they were like pretty much you're invisible, you're gonna die, be careful.
One thing you'll realize is when you start riding, say you've never ridden before, and once you start riding, your driving skill in a car goes up. You pay more attention when you're in a car after you've been riding for a
In
bit.
addition to that, my tolerance for shitty drivers has gone down. I'm more intolerant now. Because
I'm also
like, not in a car.
I also find I'm more sad in a car now than I ever was.
Oh,
And I
would you like a
find that
hug?
I
Sad
didn't
car.
realize how slow Honda Civics really go until I got a Honda CR.
Yeah,
Next
merging is
question.
not the same in the Mazda as it is when you're on the bike. Like when you're on the bike, you can pretty much merge into anything you really want to. You get that quick acceleration. But when I'm in my Mazda, even if I leave it a couple gears lower, it doesn't pick up the way I need it to.
And even I think that's another dynamic on a motorcycle too. Most bikes, even my 500, which was a twin, the revving is much higher. So if you're coming off of driving a car, which a lot of people, not necessarily, but a lot of people do drive first, especially in Canada, most drivers will drive first because insurance is so restrictive at a younger age on a bike.
It is.
Yep.
So you'll drive first, and the tendency is to keep the RPMs lower in a car gas mileage and whatever. Like a Honda Civic can't take it.
I'm not gonna lie, I keep the
VTEC,
revs in
yo.
my Mazda 3 pretty high.
But you keep it at 10,000. You know, I mean.
No, yeah, exactly. It tops out at what 7,000-8,000, right?
Yeah, and that was the biggest thing on the motorcycle for me to get used to being in that rev range where I needed to be to power out of trouble.
That's very true.
I would very quickly go through the gears to keep comfortable, and even as a newer rider to keep the throttle under control, so it's less jerky. Even on a 500 for me at the time, you want to keep the RPMs low, and on a bike you really want to keep it higher so that you're ready to pull out. You're ready to get out of
you
trouble.
want to have that available torque if you need it, right?
That's right, and that took me a while to learn, to unlearn the car driving and apply the new rev range and the new sort of sweet spot on the motorcycle.
Uh-huh.
Cricket.
Anyone else?
Are we throwing out advice or just things that we learned?
I think anything Goatfather says people will take. Generally. As long as you're not telling people to fuck off, we're okay.
Whenever GoFather talks, I write it down and put it in a.
I don't write it down, but I know I can watch this again and just go to his spots to listen.
GoFather Bible.
Thank you, guys.
He does have that cross on his helmet, so it's very religious to me.
Oh, that's a duality thing with my helmet because I have the Grim Reaper and his thing goes right up to the cross. So, and I put those on after I fucking wrecked. So,
Goat's voice is kind of soothing.
So one other thing I was gonna throw out really quick, as far as riding goes, is excuse me, is try. How do I want to say this? Try, like, if you're a new rider, try not to ride with other people, even if you have a friend, who's teaching you how to ride. Try to ride by yourself and develop your own habits. Because one of the big things that happens to a lot of riders is they start out as riding with like a buddy or a group of people, and they develop group habits. And then when they go to ride by themselves, those group habits extend into solo riding, and they make a lot of mistakes, or vice versa. They're riding with a group, and it's a group mentality thing. So, when you go out with your friends and like somebody gets pissed off, you naturally get pissed off, right? So the same thing, when you're riding with your friends, your friend takes off and starts trying to go faster than you can go, and you're outside of your limits. So I guess to summarize this, ride within your own limits, but create those limits on a solo platform first.
This is a very good point, and I agree. Amongst my friends, when I was new, and anytime a new rider joins me out for a group ride, so more than two, we put the new rider at the front.
That's one thing that the group I ride with tends to do a lot of, and
that's a good idea.
Makes them feel more comfortable.
Yeah, and at first the new rider won't want to be up front because they'll say, I don't want to hold anyone up, and you have to tell the new rider, nope, it's perfectly fine, you go at your pace and don't worry about us. And none of the experienced riders will pass that person.
Yeah.
I mean, for experienced people to go crazy around new riders, and you were a new rider before, you know the mentality, you shouldn't be doing that because
exactly.
you're gonna make their experience worse.
But there's some people that just are not well suited attitude-wise for being in group rides.
Then if you're a new rider, don't ride with them.
Exactly, and you need to know that. But I think there's two parts.
We banned 125 from our rides because they're just new riders and we don't want to ride with them.
I usually vet everybody that I ride with.
Me too.
So I like to really figure out who they are, and then before I'll even do a group ride with them or combine them with people that I group ride with, I vet the shit out of them, basically.
Goat's got like a checklist.
I do, actually. I do. I really do, because...
And you have to go into this interview with a CIA agent?
He takes them to the mountain. If they crash off, they fail.
Yeah, well, maybe.
Oh, they only fail if they don't survive.
Right. But no,
a
good way to do it is to really vet the people that you're going to ride with, and you don't have to see them ride to do that. Just get to know their personalities, and if they're really fly-by-wire as a person, then more than likely it's going to extend to their riding.
Sure.
What's up,
I think it's two-part though. When you're riding in a group as a new rider, it's one is the peer pressure that you feel to ride beyond your skill, but two, it's when you're in a group, you're more visible to everybody around you, so you don't have that same sense of self-preservation almost, only because if you're riding down a public street in Toronto with 5, 6 bikes, everyone knows you're coming.
Yeah, for sure.
Everyone knows you're coming. So you don't need to have those same defensive skills that are going to be really important when you're riding alone downtown Toronto. And I must have put on maybe 5,000 kilometers just city riding before I rode with anybody. And you really learn right away that skill of cover your ass. Whereas in a group, you can use the group. You can use the group to really protect yourself in those kinds of settings.
We use Dan all the time.
Well, yeah, Dan's our cop block all the time. Cop. That's police, by the way.
I'm a cop block.
What's up, Dan?
Hey.
Danny boy.
All that being said, going back to what Goat said, if you don't have a respectable group to ride with, then yes, hone your skills riding solo.
Yeah, like with the guys I ride with, it's really hard, you know.
Yeah, we know.
Come on.
What up, now? I'm kidding.
Yeah, I noticed that generally on a sport bike, don't ride with supermotos because they always take you down dirt roads, whether you feel want to or not. So a new rider on a 500, oh shit, there's a sport bike here. There's like 3 kilometers of dirt road ahead.
Man, let me explain. We were going down a road and there was a lot of traffic, and so there was a side street that had not so much traffic on it, and it just happens to be dirt. And so we took it. And ironic
was like, oh, it's getting better, and it didn't get better. It got worse. It got all gravelly and shit. Well,
yeah.
I learned throttle control that day. So
there you go.
You get a lot of riding experience on this.
Yeah.
We taught you something.
Pretty fucked up.
Man, it's fun. It's fun to see you guys struggle going down there.
Mario, can you bring me some raspberries too?
Oh, you know some eating raspberries, yeah.
Oh, what is that?
Oh, hey, I meant to ask really quick. I know this is off topic, but Kara, are you going to lunch on Tuesday, or is that just me and Mario?
That would be you and Mario.
Yeah.
Oh, another mandate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then back on topic, I don't know, I could go on with this advice stuff for quite a while, so if you have another question, I'm totally down.
I'm going to start a Bible. It's going to be the Goat Bible.
I missed all these questions because I was messing around with my mic. My bad.
No, Goat, when I first time rode with you, you were very respectable towards Mario and I because I was a newer rider, only with a few months ahead of me, and you're like, oh no, go in the front, and I just felt terrible. I know, because I'm used to group rides and being in the front, but I felt terrible because it's the first time I actually ridden with Super Sports.
Oh yeah, we put you in the front, and then I stressed spacing. That was like the biggest thing I was driving home. I was like, if you can see me or I can see you in the turn, you're too close, and you need to get the fuck back.
I have to say that I would agree that I would put Kara in the front of a group ride as well, for my own reasons. So, well played, sir. Well played. And was the camera running?
Mine was.
No, the guys behind you is important.
I don't know. You have to ask him.
Yeah, it was. But I also fell back from the group quite a bit since I was in the back. I fell back like maybe 1 or 2 miles so I could ride while they rode.
Ride while they rode.
Yeah, so I could push it and then catch up to them and then fall way the fuck back and then
I noticed that.
catch up to them.
I saw you do that a few times. Like, you get really close and then you fall back, and then you get really close and fall back. And I'm like, I feel terrible because I understand that you trying to go to the curves, and I'm like trying to make sure.
I had a great time. I thought it was great, and it was a lot better than like doing some asshattery shit where I could be in the front and you guys could try to keep up because that would be completely. That's not even a group ride at that point.
Nope. Bad etiquette.
You know, so I figure all the fast bikes and the experienced guys in the back. You're like middle-level experienced guys in the front, and anybody who doesn't know the fucking road in the very front. So
yeah, like how you did with the kid.
Yeah.
I remember that. Yeah, I was right behind him. That's right.
What is this green juice that you were drinking?
Mojito.
No, I wish.
Veggie drink?
It's not a health drink. There's no way it's a health
drink. It is no health drink. I don't. I had to ask him. I had to ask Mario on this because I don't know.
Something toxic.
What you put in it? Come here. Better key.
Ven cá, caralho.
All right. Explain.
What happened?
Explain what's in the drink.
Yeah, what did you make her?
Is it chocolate milk related?
No, definitely not. Look at that. That's like
That's
lime,
kiwi or something.
kiwi, yeah, green.
That does not look right. Yeah.
It has
Is that
Malibu-
the hallucinogenic drink?
Yeah, that spotlight it's not helping anything.
Absinthe. Yeah, is that what that is?
No, it has Malibu rum, sweet and sour, peach schnapps, blue curacao, and like a banana orange juice.
So
That
it's like
doesn't sound
all
tasty
the,
at all.
It's like all the shit you have in a liquor cabinet kind of drink.
Is that the one you were making for me, Mario?
Yep.
Oh yeah, they're really good,
It
guys.
actually sounds good.
No,
They're
it's
really good.
So it's like the take advantage of goat kind of drink.
No, they weren't that good. Maybe if I drank like 10 of them. I mean, it doesn't take much to take advantage of me. Just tell me you want to take advantage of me.
The Dawn has joined us.
Done.
The Dawn. Oh, it's downshift.
Downshift, what's up, man?
What it do, homie?
Welcome.
Thank you. Appreciate the invite.
I was like, who is the Dawn?
The Dawn.
The Dawn. Yeah, that's appropriate.
I see this.
Don Corleone.
What, you think this is a game?
So I have another question, sort of related to that. It's what are some of the pet peeves you have of other riders that you see?
Oh, fucking hell. Swerving all over the place. I hate that.
So that's in a group ride setting. I have to agree. Like there's a few guys that will they don't stay in the group. So like you expect, you look over into the mirror and they're there on your left or on your right, and then when you look, they're not. They're in their lane or they're going to pass you or they just can't track a line.
I think
maybe they're having too much fun.
Quite important to be predictable while you're in group ride setting.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, yeah. Everyone needs to know where you are, and you need to know where they are. Like I find that I'll find their face in their mirror if they have mirrors, and I'll stay there because I know if I can see them, they can see me.
Exactly. Don't be in their blind spot.
Yeah, I mean, the guys like we have these. There's a couple of supermoto guys, not naming names. They go into these wheelies.
Yeah,
they go
what?
into these wheelies mid group ride,
Really?
People who don't stagger piss me
Yes.
off.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
my gosh.
I'm gonna defend myself when I do a wheelie. I make sure to have enough space.
You do. I didn't name your name. You're not one of them. It's sumo's in your name, but
I know who he's talking about.
I always make sure I don't do a wheelie into someone's back.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up. That scared the shit out of me.
Or past cops. Don't do that.
Or past cops, yeah. The only Dan's allowed to
Unless your
speed when he sees
balls are
cops.
carried in a wheelbarrow.
It only happened like once.
On camera.
Yeah.
On camera.
Or anyone else? Any other pet peeves?
I don't like when people freaking make like last minute decisions on making turns and shit.
Oh, that happens all the time, though.
We're like fucking downtown and shit in Atlanta, and somebody wants to like randomly go
What are you
off to
doing
the
tonight?
fucking right.
Well, for the love of God, if you're on a bike, I like taking the
Drowning
long way
yourself
on
in
a bike
alcohol.
on my bike, so I don't
What
mind
happened?
taking the extra block.
Yeah, well, especially when you're riding a bike like downshift, he's doing like handstands downtown, you know?
Yeah, he
And
can't
then a
course
car-
correct.
Exactly, and then like a car pulls out in front of him. It's just, it's difficult. It's a hard life out there.
It's hard out here for a pimp.
I think some most bikers don't know a lot of hand signals either though. Like
Exactly.
And you know what? I
them,
posted that
you know,
shit on Instagram repeatedly just so people would read that, man.
I'm gonna go look right now, actually.
Yeah, go look at that. It's one of 1,000 posts though. Good luck
No
finding it.
doubt.
Yeah, I know. Holy shit! How do you post so much?
My bike's a whore. My bike's a selfie whore, man.
It's not only bike pics. He posts a lot of.
It's not. It's not. It's not. But yeah, I agree. The hand signals, I think the advanced warning hand signals are extremely important, and a lot of guys just don't. And I think a lot of guys don't realize that in a group of like, I don't know, even 10 bikes, if the first guy is doing that hand signal, the next guys need to do it as well, or else the guy in the back isn't seeing that fucking hand signal.
Yeah.
And most guys, of course, have like
hand signals for like objects.
For turns, for objects, for slowing down, for any of the hand signals that they should be doing, right?
Or foot signals. Do you guys use that in Toronto?
We've done,
Sometimes.
I use them all the time. Change lane and everything.
I just kick people's bikes, you know. That's my foot
Go that
signal.
way.
I didn't know Valentino Rossi was in our chat.
That's fired.
Oh, I seen that clip when he did that.
I was watching the race. That was dirty as fuck.
I don't know, man. I think he kind of like ran into him.
He pushed him so far off the racing line, like that was 100% intentional.
Oh, for sure it was intentional. But do you think he meant to like actually push him off his bike?
I don't think Rossi meant to like push him so that he would crash. I think he just wanted to nudge him a little.
Yeah, like make
So,
Make them slow down.
Honda made the claim saying that Rossi kicked Marquez's brake lever.
Well, when you're leaning like that,
hold on
like,
a second.
it happens.
Hold on a second. There's something extremely funny about that because all MotoGP bikes are required to have a brake lever guard.
Yep.
So it's physically impossible to kick that brake lever.
Yep.
So it's basically like he nudged Marquez and he basically like locked up his own front tire to wash out.
Anyways, it sucks. Rossi lost the championship because of it. But I'm a Lorenzo fan anyway, so I was happy.
Well,
99, baby.
We can no longer be friends.
Banned from chat.
Yeah, no. I don't know. I didn't know about that move. I seen it a couple times and I was just like iffy on like about
I think it was iffy, but at the same time, like, I'm also a Rossi fan, but I think maybe he shouldn't have played that much with Marquez, or vice versa. Marquez also shouldn't have done it.
I blame
two
both,
wrongs.
to be
Two
honest.
wrongs.
I blame John.
Okay, blame me. Fuck.
It's all John's fault.
Cricket.
Yeah, Ronick, where's your questions?
Okay, yeah, I'm trying to read them now. I wasn't paying attention. I was distracted for some reason.
Stop looking at
Hold on,
Karen.
I have-
She's got her
I
arms.
got a question.
She's got her arms crossed. So I was,
This guy's got her on her like his full screen in his TV.
Move it past him.
Well, I got the question. It's going to be, it's obviously what we ride, but Honda versus Yamaha versus Suzuki versus Kawi.
Oh no.
Bike to bike.
That's racist.
Nah.
That's bike.
No.
I always tell people if you had all the money in the world, you'd own every bike. I mean,
That's true.
if money wasn't an issue, then there wouldn't be the branding issue. So
Exactly.
Agree.
I'm a fanboy.
Well, I think on the back of that as well, the fact that I don't have the money, I bought a Honda. I haven't tried the others, so I'm a Honda guy because I've been on Hondas. Right?
You should try a Ducati.
Well, there's no way unless you like loan me $20,000.
Your wallet will never be the
Or
same.
your bike.
Honestly, Ducatis are not as expensive as people think they are.
Will, would
Fuck,
you?
they're not.
Will,
Those
do you
must
let
be
people
very
ride
far.
your bike?
I have let 2 people ride my bike.
Can I be the third?
That depends how big your savings account is.
I'll give you the keys to my bike.
Will you do financing, Will?
Will I do financing? This is not the bank of Will. Will is very poor because he buys expensive toys.
I want to ride Will's expensive toys. I want to like just post up beside the store and be like, yeah, that's my bike.
I got an expensive toy for you, Steve.
Oh, cheers.
but you're saying it is true that Ducatis are really uncomfortable.
Ducatis are very uncomfortable. I'm saying they're not as expensive as a lot of people think they are. They are more expensive. But
This
not
from the Asian dude with like 4 jobs or something, right?
Yo,
I do work a
downshift.
lot.
How comfy is your Ducati?
It's more comfortable than my R1, but then again, it's a completely different class bike.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're talking.
Don't
cruiser.
don't expect me to jump on a Panigale and like be able to ride like 2 hours straight. I can do that on the Diablo, but on like I've sat on a Panigale and it feels like I'm sitting on a like block of wood. It's not comfortable at all.
My seat is 2 pieces of cardboard folded over. That's what it feels like. And
Yep.
if I go for a ride longer than 2 hours, I'm sore for the next 24 hours.
And I would bet money that if you had to replace that seat, it'd be like, I don't know, $800.
No, it's actually not that much. They make aftermarket seats for $300-400.
Oh, that's not
Or-
too bad.
That's how much I need to buy. Too.
Oh, for you Americans, that's like $100. That's great.
That's like $50 American.
Yeah, that's fantastic for you guys.
Well, I mean, you got to realize the inflation and then the shipping to Canada is like so fucking expensive.
It's more the exchange rate.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well, exchange and duty.
Yeah.
You just said duty.
I was waiting.
How long have you had the Diavol?
Since last October, so over a year now.
Nice.
Do you find you're on one more than the other now that you have them?
Honestly, like it's even worse now because I have 3 bikes, and now it's like I don't have a fucking 3-sided coin to flip.
I was just gonna say flip a coin.
Yeah, I usually just flip a coin. There was like a couple months period of time when like I had both of my bikes down, and I couldn't even fucking flip a coin. I'm just like, oh, I guess I'm taking the truck today.
That's when you buy another bike?
Yep.
Yeah. And excuses to buy bike number 4.
And then the new bike was down because of the fucking rim.
Yeah, the new bike was down for fucking ever because of my goddamn front rim that I broke within like a week of owning the fucking.
That was bad, dude. Jesus.
How did you break it?
I hit a massive fucking cinder block. I posted the picture on Instagram, but
You gotta watch out for those big cinder blocks. They jump out of nowhere.
Well, in all honesty, dude, the fucking thing was like covered by like shadowing from trees, so I didn't even see it.
Ouch.
And I hit it at fucking like 50 miles an hour.
That's the worst.
Damn.
So that's like 500 kilometers an hour. for the Canadians that don't know the conversion.
Perfect. Yeah, because of the duty and exchange rate.
Exactly.
But yeah, as far as what bikes I like taking out, I kind of like leaving the like the R1's always been the main bitch, and I think it's just like I've been leaning more towards leaving her alone because it's like I don't want to keep fucking putting a shitload of miles on her. I know like pretty soon here I'm gonna have to get the valves adjusted, and it's just not something I want to fucking do.
Just YouTube and do it yourself.
Shit.
Oh, come on, man. The big hot items GoFundMe for it, right?
That's how I learned, man. Fucking YouTube and do all my stuff with my bikes.
The valve adjustment, you did that on your own, Sumo?
No, I replaced. Remember when I broke my shift lever?
Yes.
I had to open the fucking engine and shit.
Hydraulic clutch, right?
Well, I mean, it's a little bit different when you're talking about a dirt bike.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's true because I only have one valve, right?
Like I've been given horror stories about the crossplane motor. If you're not taking that fucking thing apart correctly and you don't put it back together correctly, you're gonna end up fucking grenading the motor. So like.
Well, of course, if you don't put it back together correctly, of course it's gonna mess something up, right? But.
Well, I mean, it's just like it's a lot. From what I'm told, it's harder to put back together. So I don't know.
It's a big responsibility. That's for sure.
Yeah, if I don't have to dip into the motor anytime soon, I won't.
I'm not looking forward to my first valve check, which is coming up in about 200 kilometers, so the spring.
How many miles for the 848?
Every 12,000 kilometers. So I'm at almost 20. I'm almost 24,000 kilometers right now.
Okay. Yeah. See, my major services for my bike is at 7,500 miles, and then that's the first major service, and then the second's at like 12,500 miles.
Right.
Like those are the big services for mine.
Yeah.
I know this next one's not going to be too bad, but they said expect like the 12,000 mile one to be over $1,000 for service.
Wow.
Yeah, my valve checks are about $1,000.
Yeah, they got to fucking.
Definitely do it yourself.
Ducati has been turning riders into mechanics since the beginning of their inception.
I agree, but you know the only way to keep warranty for mine is to actually do the services.
Wait until your 2 years is up.
yeah, and then I'll fucking figure out how to do that shit myself.
Yep.
Insane though.
That's a lot of cash.
It's different though when you're working on your own bike. You have a greater appreciation for it.
Oh yeah, no, I totally agree.
I have a very very big hatred for Ducati 3 Bond. That stuff pisses me off, especially when I changed out my clutch cover because I couldn't fucking figure out how to get rid of that shit.
I don't think I've replaced my clutch cover.
But it's insane though, because when you're doing the valves and shit, the only thing they probably do is change the oil, right? So you're not spending that much on parts, and they're charging like $1,000 to do it.
No, they actually do a valve check.
Yeah, they better fucking do my valves. But I will say that when it is time to do my valve adjustment, I will not take it to a Ducati authorized dealer. I will be taking it directly to a Ducati dealer. There is a huge difference between the two.
Yeah, those guys that work when they have all kinds of brands of bikes, they don't give a shit pretty much.
No, and then they fucking held onto my bike for a month, and then like I come in, I'm driving there, and the dude calls me up. He's like, "So what time are you gonna be there tomorrow, or be here tomorrow?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm like an hour away right now. My bike better be fucking done."
So I only have one Ducati. I guess it's an authorized dealer because I carry other brands, and they are a 3 to 4 hour bike ride away.
Yep, I've got two of them. I've got two of them where I'm at. One of them's 2 hours east of me, and the other one is 2 hours west of me, and they're both authorized dealers.
Fuck.
Yeah, so I've got nothing close.
Yeah.
So what we found in my city is there's a guy who races Ducatis, and he is basically the god of all Ducatis. So we call him for maintenance. And
Lucky.
At his place, and he's really good.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I got a friend that does my maintenance.
The thing is, if you go to like a legit dealer, they might take longer, like some
Well, it
longer
depends.
time.
It depends sometimes, parts and how busy they are, right?
Yeah. Well, they're probably faster for parts and shit because they got all the contacts and shit, but I don't know.
Well, I think they all order from the same warehouse for parts wise. All Ducati parts are not available for weeks. That's the standard.
It's the same way the KTM parts, they take a long fucking time. At least for Canada, they take a long time to arrive, at least for me too.
Harley Davidson parts always available.
Yeah. We did
where are those questions? Ironic.
I know, he's fucking sleeping.
he's like.
I'm not sleeping, but I was actually going to mention, and I'm noticing Goats talked about in the side chat here, is intervals for that maintenance. As far as I know that the Honda manual says something like 12,000 kilometers for an oil change. I'm wondering what guys are doing for oil change intervals and as far as that maintenance. KTM doesn't count because it's like every hour or something, but.
Mine says on the manual actually says every 10,000 kilometers, my 690, and I have 7 on it at the moment because I don't want to change the oil on the winter time, like now before winter, because it's gonna be a waste of fucking money if I
You're
do
supposed to change it before winter.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
The thing is, you change it before winter, you're gonna have to change it on spring again.
No, you don't.
No,
I
I've
think
been
you
told
have
that
to.
you don't from the dealer.
You leave it in spring. Like you change your oil before you store it in the winter, and then when you go to take it out of storage in the spring, you just leave that oil in.
The thing is, I want to ride my bike winter time.
Through the winter, yeah.
Well, then that's different.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I think
on major rides, just take it out and go for a rip on the fucking driveway or something.
I think Torimoto did a winter maintenance thing. You should watch that vid, man. I think it was.
I did, yeah. I just put that up recently.
Shameless plug.
No, I appreciate
No,
that.
that was a sponsored plug.
That was a sponsored plug because we have a little side deal going on. I need to sell some merchandise,
Oh no, here we go. Hashtag GoFundMe. Hashtag thank you for watching.
Thank you for watching. No, there was actually a good hashtag suggested by, I forget it was, hashtag thanks for nothing. I like that one, actually. That's a good t-shirt.
That was Ninja.
So what about...
Sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was going to say, what about the other sport bike riders? What are we talking for oil changes? You doing them yourselves?
Yeah, I do all my shit myself.
I don't think I've ever taken my Yamaha in for service for an oil change.
No, it's a waste of money, man.
It really is.
Yeah, I agree, definitely. I have
Yeah,
my
so-
periodic maintenance chart in front of me right now. I'm actually just taking a peek at it. And yeah, I do my oil pretty conservatively. I think about every 3,000 kilometers or so. But with the hard break-in, I changed it a couple times early. But the oil changes for my Ninja 300 take all of 25 minutes, and the oil I can find on sale for usually $5 a liter. Filters are $8, and the new crush washers I bought in bulk. So it's dirt cheap and it's super easy to do. So I figure why not?
God damn.
Yeah, there's literally no reason to take like a Japanese bike in for fucking like an oil change. That's so fucking easy to do.
And my dealer's cost for the oil change was $119 for a fucking oil change.
Yeah,
The
it was
parts,
over 200. It was over 200 that I got too.
Really?
I walked away.
Yo,
I walked
Change
away.
your own
honestly,
oil.
If you don't know, it is the last bolt on the
Somebody
bottom of
needs
your
to
bike.
make a change
It's
the
that
oil.
easy.
Yeah.
It's so easy.
There are tons of change your oil videos on
Yeah,
YouTube.
but I mean, like,
It's so easy, man.
The problem is, though, and it was mentioned, Downshift mentioned warranty issues. So if you're changing your oil, even the first service, so I know on the Honda it's 1,000 kilometers, or 800 miles, I guess it is, or 600 miles.
always the same.
So that first oil, all it is an oil change. The dealership wants to charge $200-300. So I just
And they
dropped
say-
the oil,
they
did it
say they-
myself.
That's because they
a bunch
claim
of
they
other
do
stuff,
like a
right?
10-point check, though. That's why. They,
Oh, that's
they charge
bullshit,
you that
though.
much.
10-point check on a brand new bike.
Yeah.
That's what they claim in that
They
first service.
they say they
charge
check
you
all the
to
bolts and shit if they're loose.
Actually, just to chime in, I've bought 4 brand new bikes from my dealer, and they do actually do that. I've stood there and watched them do it.
It really
And
depends on which dealer you're going
true,
to. There
exactly, exactly. So it is subjective, but I've dealt with a dealer that does it right, and that's why I've bought all my bikes from them. And I did catch an issue on one of my ZX6Rs when I bought it brand new, and it had to go in for warranty maintenance right then and there. So they do check. I mean, well, I don't want to say they do check, but there are some that do stuff, and then there's some that rip you off.
Yeah, I took my bike in once for a service because it was idling funny. So I was hoping that they would try to diagnose something, which is the reason why I took it in. And I said, why not? Might as well get the oil change as well. And they pretty much just changed my my idle back down to factory, around 1,300 RPMs, I believe it was, or something like that. And then they did an oil change, changed the filter, gave me my bike back. I went to start it in the parking lot, and it wouldn't idle at 1,300 RPM, so I couldn't even leave the parking lot. So like basically they just bumped it back up to sitting around 2,000 RPMs, and then gave me my bike back and said your service is done.
Did they charge you to fix it back?
No, they just like no. Well, I could have done that myself, right? Like I
Yeah.
could turn the fucking idle screw myself, right? I was hoping they would have like, oh, you need to maybe go and get this done because you're not idling, or because I couldn't figure out what the problem was myself, and that was kind of like my way of trying to get it looked at without getting it looked at. You know what I mean? And they just changed my idle and then changed it back and said, all right, you're good.
So, Goatfather mentioned here in the side chat torque spec. So that's a good point because
I was trying to listen to the whispering.
I was fully interested because I was hearing somebody's talking.
Is that better now?
My sister if she wanted my door closed, I'm like, yeah, sure, thanks.
That was your mom, Dan?
Oh, my sister.
How old's your sister?
I
heard that one
that's
coming.
That's the wrong question in this.
Nobody's fucking thirsty.
No doubt.
That's a question Jack usually asks. Oh man.
Is she older or younger?
Oh, she's in 10th grade.
Oh my god.
So another question I had here was new or used for a first bike.
That's that question.
For a first bike, definitely used.
Yeah, I buy all my bikes used. It's the best.
I disagree.
Yeah, I'm gonna chime in really quick. When I was looking for my bike, the brand new bike from the dealer was cheaper than all used listings within 100 kilometers of my home.
That's
So
because people
I
are
went
trying
with
to
that.
rip you off.
Used
Yeah,
private sale or used dealer sale?
used private sale. There was no Ninja
What?
300s at used dealer sale at the time when I bought mine.
That's because they installed a fender eliminator and
Yeah, and
upcharged
it's obviously a
1,500
good
bucks.
investment. Yeah, for sure.
I bought used. Actually, no,
You bought brand new your last one.
my first bike, but my first bike was actually, I think, was new. It was a little CBR 125. I had it
I
for
started used.
yeah.
I
started out used as well.
My R6 was used, and my CBR 09 is used.
So for new riders, the reason that we start with used bikes is because you're going to drop your first bike, whether it's just...
I did not, though.
You're gonna drop any bike.
I did not drop my first bike.
You're gonna drop any bike you buy.
I drop my bike like every 3 months.
Yeah, if you don't drop your bike, then you're blessed.
I drop my bike every time I ride.
I didn't drop my bike for 15,000 kilometers, brand new, 500, and then I crashed it. Insurance paid me. Now I bought another new bike, so it worked out for me.
Well, yeah, there you go. I first dropped mine trying to push it back into my backyard and trying to hop it over the curb. It got away from me and dropped it on the car.
I got really close to dropping it yesterday as I was turning my body, contorting it to wave bye to my girlfriend's mom at her house.
Girlfriend's... How old is she?
How old is she? Yeah.
I don't see anything wrong with people buying new bikes. I mean, if they want to invest the money to buy a new bike, then by all means let them.
Well,
true.
Someone has to buy them, right? So we can buy the used ones. So.
Well, there's a lot of new riders who they might buy. Like, we'll use an example. Maybe they were looking for a bike, right? A few years back when the Ninja 300 came out, and everybody's like, "Oh, you should get a 250," but oh, there's these new Ninja 300, so they decided, "Hey, I'm gonna start on the Ninja 300," and they buy a brand new Ninja 300, and they never drop it. They come out on top just as good as they were starting on that 250. So. I mean,
that's exactly the way it worked for me. I wanted the 500. I thought the 300 or 250 would be too small for me. And the 500 is relatively new. It was 2013. Couldn't find used at the time.
Yeah.
So I ended up picking up a new 500 for that very reason.
And I did get lucky when buying mine. I found my 2014 at the very start of the 2015 riding season, and I got a ton of really good deals. I got some cash incentives and all this stuff. It worked out to be a good deal for me, I think.
There you go.
Yeah, I've crashed every bike I've owned.
So Steve, like, remember when you asked if you could ride my bike?
Hey, no. Come on, man.
If you've watched his channel, you won't.
Wait. Let me defend myself, because I've rode other people's bikes, and my record is I'm good for other people's bikes.
You need to start deleting videos off your channel, bro. Crash King.
I have fun, man. Fuck off.
I had my brand new bike during the break-in period, and I think it was 6 guys trying it out for me.
Yeah, it was good.
So it was scary, but nobody crashed it.
So what's the name of your bike? Is it like a horror name or something?
Yeah.
Not at all, actually. No, not at all.
Sissy Sailor.
Like Cherry?
Like a
Sissy Sailor.
or something, maybe?
It's like Precious.
She ain't precious no more.
Isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's more of the
She's
lines of a
definitely been
used
passed
bubble.
around.
His new bike is now used.
That's actually it brings up a good thing. Do you guys actually name your bikes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
go down.
I do.
What is the name of your You can only name one bike, because some people have like 10.
I only have 3, so.
I have 1.
Okay, what do you name your bikes? What's the names?
I'll
'Cause I
start.
don't name mine.
I'll start. I have not named my bike. I refer to it as the Duck, but I have not formally named my bike.
I just call my bike Baby.
I'm the same with you, Will. I just call mine Brachiosaurus.
Yo, I shit you not, all my bikes have been called bitch.
That's what I do too. I call my bike bitch all the time.
Yeah. And then every time I refer to it as bitch, I apologize afterwards.
I made a name for my bike, but all I call her is bitch.
Yeah.
Yep. Thank you, bitch. Shit
Yep.
like that.
Oh, you're being a good bitch today. Sorry.
Yeah.
Ironic. Did you name your bike?
I did not name my bike yet. No.
Go Father. Do you name your bikes?
I do.
What's the name of your bike?
I'm embarrassed to say it
Oh.
because it's kind of like a personal thing. But I call my bike. I won't say it in Japanese, but I call it the Vengeance Dragon.
Please say it in Japanese.
I'm not good at saying vengeance in Japanese, so I'm gonna skip that. But I'll say Tetsu.
That's Dragon.
If you
And
say
that's
it,
obviously
dude, any way you say it, like no one speaks Japanese here, so
We'll believe you.
Yeah, it'll sound professional.
Yeah, it will.
Say it in my goat knees now.
Downshift. Do you name what? I think you name your bikes.
I do name my bikes. I mean, like, we can go over all the past bikes, but I mean, like, I've wadded a couple of them.
What's the name of the Diavel?
The Diavel is Cynthia, spelled with a S-Y-N.
Are they all ex-girlfriends?
They are not.
Okay.
No, that's bad luck. Fuck, man.
No joke, I actually fucking broke up with my girlfriend and bought a KTM, so I was like, fuck you, I'm gonna go buy a bike.
That's where the
KTM life.
Yeah.
Yo, if you name your bike after your ex, it's just gonna end up broke one day.
Yeah, you're gonna end up dying, man.
Bike life, man.
So,
Fuck
yeah,
women.
so the Diavel is Cynthia. I've got Vanessa for the R1 and Audrey for my KTM.
That's what's up.
Dread, you just call your bike bitch.
Yep.
Dan.
I used to refer to my bike to whatever color it was. So it was like the red, the blue.
Speaking of color, my truck's name is Sasha because she's gray. I don't know if anybody gets that reference.
Sasha Grey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
totally.
shit.
Oh.
Ass queen.
Giggity.
Oh man.
And you name your bikes too, right?
Yeah, my 650 is Elvira, and my old one, the 250, was Michelle.
That's my sister's
No
name.
reason really. Yeah.
How old is she?
I was about to
So Dan is riding your sister, bro. Fuck.
No, I used
When you
to.
put it like that.
Somebody's got to.
Battleboard, did you name your bike?
Yeah, I did.
What did you name it?
I named it Haru.
Harrow.
Haru.
I think the story was that you didn't name it, though. You said someone else named it for you.
Yeah, Mario named it for me. I'm terrible at names.
Yeah, both of my bikes have been named by other people. The first one was a subscriber that suggested, name your bike Michelle. I'm like, yeah, sure.
That's probably
simple.
Second one was my dad.
So ZJ Motovlogs named his bike Phoenix, but all of his friends had dubbed it the Ladybug. So if you guys ever refer to his bike, always refer to it as Ladybug. You will automatically get pissed off and then text me and call me an asshole.
Whose bike you say?
ZJ Motovlogs.
Yeah.
All right,
there
we'll,
right
we'll
now.
put that in the description. Well, that'll be perfect.
Every video, just comment, hey, nice lady.
It looks fucking sick though, the way he did it.
Yeah, it looks nice.
He did change the color. But I mean, it was funny as shit because I don't know what he texted me, but it like automatically auto-corrected to I'm gonna go ride Ladybug. I think he meant to say I'm gonna go ride with my lady, and then it's just like that's the name of your bike. I don't give a fuck what you end up naming it. It's always been Ladybug. And then his wife was awesome enough to put like little black circle stickers all over it. So it was funny. It looks better white now. I think it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it looks fucking awesome.
Yeah, it looks really good now.
Kind of reminds me of Chase on Two Wheels bike too.
I think they were doing the color scheme basically at the exact same time. It's just his variants took longer.
Yeah. No, I'm not saying he copied the design. It's just saying it looks like very similar.
I agree with you.
I think he agrees.
Oh man. Oh, gee.
So the other question I have here is, and a lot of you have owned several bikes, so you might have done it differently, but do you break her in hard or do you break her in easy?
Easy.
Hard
I
all the
tried
time.
really hard to do it easy, but it didn't work out that way.
You break it in the way you ride, Joe. That's the way I feel.
There's one
If you get a
exception.
brand new track brake, they take that shit up on a track, stick it on a dyno, and they blow through it, and they down gear hard to clear it out, and they blow through it some more, and they down gear it hard to bring it out, and then they race that bitch. So hard as fuck
You just
all day
said
long.
blow 3 times.
Oh yeah.
I broke my Ducati in as per manufacturer, and then I rode that fucking bitch like I stole it.
I agree with that.
They put it in the
I was
manufacturer so
I was
that they
highly warned. If I did not break that fucking thing into manufacture, I'd lose warranty, and I was not about to fucking blow O-rings and shit on a fucking brand new Ducati.
I had the exact same mentality. I was like, you know what? I may as well do it. As painful as it was, I may as well do it.
Yeah. Oh, dude, I fucking had I bought the bike and I scheduled my 600-mile service the next weekend. And they're like, are you ready? I was like,
hard breaking, I just don't strain the motor, man. That's the thing that I stress. You know, like break it in hard and all, just don't strain the motor, like, you know.
Well, that's the one thing I've sort of tried to stick to is don't no constant RPM, no constant speed.
That seems to be the big thing you read online is no constant RPM, vary RPMs a lot.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That
and you want to
and,
down gear hard to try to clear everything out as you're breaking it in.
Different people have different opinions on the break-in. Some people say, break it in as per manufacturer spec. Some people say this. Some people say, break it in like you're riding, how you're going to ride it. Some people say break it in like you stole it. There's different scientific reasons for all of it. I don't think there has been an internet conclusion.
Yep.
No, I think you're right.
I agree with Will. The one thing I will add, though, and I think is really important to make note of, is it's important to get those initial oil changes done and not skimp out on those, because that is supposedly when you have all the debris built up in your oil, and that can cause some engine problems for your bike.
Definitely.
That might be the only
usually
thing.
shipping oil as well.
Yeah, that might be the only thing that everyone on the internet agrees is get that original oil. Do your braking and get that out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I did. As soon as I left the dealership, I was doing wheelies on my little supermoto.
Of course you were.
There you go.
I cranked up a wheelie in the parking lot on my fucking KTM.
Fuck yeah, man.
And then they just crossed your name off the warranty list.
Yeah, they go back inside. It's just like.
No, they go back. Oh, he'll be back soon.
Yeah.
He'll be back soon.
Well, I know I broke mine in by having 6 guys hit the rev limiter on it pretty soon after.
Well, I can give you guys insight from like a motor building side of it, I guess. But again, there's a scientific reason why they say to break in motors. But I've worked with my dad over the years, probably for about 10 years, give or take. And he's owned a professional engine building shop for almost 40 years now. And he's got national records and all this other shit, to give you an idea.
Pretty legit.
And the way that I've always been taught to break the motors in that we build on the dynos to just run through the gears, obviously don't stay at a constant RPM and all that good stuff, and then take the bike out on the track and run it. Don't ride it like you stole it, but run the bike through its measures and get all the fucking shit out of it, change the oil, and you're good to go usually. And I can't recall an incident where we've ever had a motor that we built where somebody came back and said it blew up a week, 2 months later. It usually blows up months down the road due to whatever the fuck they're doing to the bike. So.
Yep. Yeah, that's definitely the way I was always taught, is that you stick that thing on a dyno and just run it through all its gears, man. Absolutely, just run it through the gears. Make sure you down gear kind of hard to try to clear it out, and then make sure you get on those oil changes.
But the manufacturer is doing that. That's an understanding everyone has.
Yeah, but my biggest thing is the whole thing is you got to get that block used to expanding and contracting, right?
Heat, yeah,
so
hot and cold.
If you never get it to expand to that point, when you do try to run that motor and it's never been expanded to that point, that's when you run into problems later on down the road.
Right.
That's what I always heard too.
Well, because the dealer sold me this 650 from a 500. They said don't go over 100. First year it took me over 100. So I'm like, what the fuck? I had to go over 100. The first ride from the dealership.
First
I
They
made
put it in their
mind
manuals
you.
because if they tell you that you have to run your bike hard for a break-in and you do, and you go down the street and crash it, they're liable.
Yeah.
I will say this: the fucking
What's
from
that?
my Yamaha was absolutely ridiculous. It said to keep it under, like, no joke. I'm pretty sure it said like 5,000 RPMs.
4,000 is what they said for
Yeah,
for
how
my
do you do
brother-in-law's
that?
636.
How do you do that?
Like, it's physically impossible. The best break-in RPMs that I ever saw was for my Ducati. That gave me like the most range of being able to fucking break in my bike.
5,000 or 6,000, I think.
Yeah, it was up there for the L Twin. That's a lot of RPMs.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, staying under that. I mean, I like even with that, I was able to break 100 miles an hour.
Yep.
And that's plenty of fucking speed. Yeah, like on my R1, no joke, I don't think I would have been able to go over like 60 miles an hour.
Well, that would have at least allowed me to get home going the speed limit. 4,000 RPMs on a 300 is not too quick.
They said that on my brother-in-law's 636. Like, I was like, have you? He asked the guy, like, have you even ridden a bike before, man? Like,
They're more so just guidelines because in the initial break-in they usually want to keep you off the freeway per se because that's a constant speed. So that's why they set those guidelines to say, well, if they're at this RPM, more likely than not, the bike is not going to go on the freeway.
and it's doing speed limit.
Right, exactly. It's not to say that you can't take the bike out and go ride on the freeway. I mean, I've broken in quite a few bikes by doing just that. It's just they're just guidelines. That's all they are. Now, if you go out and take that shit to redline constantly and all that other stuff, and then you go back into the dealer a week later and say, "Hey, dude, my motor had a problem," they're gonna pull your fucking ECU and they're gonna see that you took that bike up to redline on this date, blah 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 blah, and you're fucked. Your warranty's gone.
Yeah. In my manual, my user manual, it tells me to stay under 4,000 RPMs. And then, so I was like, all right, sweet. So I went to look at my bike, and I don't have a tach. So I was like, I'll just guess what 4,000 RPMs is.
So please keep your bike at this decibel level.
Yeah, I heard it do like, wah, 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 and I was like, that must be 4,000 RPMs.
That's the red line at 4,000, right? That's right.
I didn't know, man.
No, I would say, though, I've learned a lesson that you should not go pick up your new bike with a group of riders there to go on a group ride the first day.
Take it to the stunt lot.
Yeah, that was definitely not the best idea.
It's like an open drag strip.
Awful idea.
But I'm already at 2,000 kilometers and it hasn't exploded yet, so we're good, I think.
See, you didn't have to do most of the break-in. Everyone else wrote it for you.
Oh, I broke it in pretty good on the way there.
I was breaking in good.
I definitely didn't go easy on her.
There's no need to.
So,
But you
I
know
have a
what?
question.
That's a hard task to ask. That's like putting you in a room with a naked girl, being like, "Don't move, don't touch anything."
I think that'd be easier than this was. Yeah, be easier. There's no way you can't. You're coming off pinning a 500's throttle and then get on a 650. Yeah, I was pinning that throttle.
Oh shit. Same with me when I went from the CRF to 50 to the 690.
Yeah, you can't avoid it. That's like half the reason to be.
I was having a hard time keeping like the speed limit and shit.
Yeah, well, I have that problem a lot.
I was gonna say that's not just a big.
I thought that was the recommended speed.
Yeah, you tell that to a cop and see what he says.
I tried.
No, I've actually had a cop tell me in Toronto that bikes should be going faster than the cars around them.
Yeah, 10K over. I got told that too.
I'm good with that.
Yeah.
10K. He didn't specify. I thought he meant 50K.
He was ambiguous.
Well,
Yeah,
shit.
yeah,
Have you seen the signs on the side of our road?
Yeah.
The speeding, like it's like 100. Or it's like 10 over. It's like $100, no points. It's like 20 over, or $250 and 3 points, and then it's like
50 over.
Yeah, it's like
I always look at them and then make sure I have like at least a certain amount in my wallet, and then I pick a speed.
I always just take the max because it's the best odds. Like it's the best payout, more or less. Like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah. Try to beat the highest score.
Bang for the buck.
Yeah, it's the best bang for your buck. Just go faster than you can.
Oh no, my phone's dying.
All right, boys, it's 10:30. I'm going to shut her down here. I want to thank everybody for joining us today. I'm going to let everybody go down the line here in some random fashion and just shout out, just plug whatever you'd like to plug. Have at it.
Yo, what's up, guys? I'm Steve Light. I just made a video an hour ago. It's about Hitler. You should go watch it.
That's pretty funny.
Kara's in it.
It's actually good. Yeah, and Kara makes a highlight in it. Thanks, Kara, for the cameo. Appreciate it.
Problem.
Very good.
And no doubt, next.
I was waiting.
All right, you're next. You're next, Kara.
Ah, nice. I'm Battleborn writer in place to Scrid.
Kenny?
Yo, I just want to say right now, you guys are really slow right now.
Hey, it's Will PH Moto.
Keep this
And
rubber
keep the
side
rubber-
down.
and keep the rubber side down.
I think I'm gonna shout out Sasha Grey. So.
Don Juan.
I guess I'll say thank you very much, Ironic, for the invite, and everybody in the panel. It's been an awesome evening, and to all of you out there in the chat, thank you very much for taking time out of your lives to spend the evening with everybody here. Really appreciate it. I'm sure everybody appreciates the support. Hope you all have a wonderful week, and thanks for tuning in.
Happy Thanksgiving, too.
I love Goatfather's voice so much.
I swear to God, that was scripted.
I wrote that down. I'm going to use it next time.
You have to use it in his voice.
I'll toss mine.
I won't even try.
Only because I haven't, but I'm Torimoto. Thank you guys for the invite, and thanks for everyone participating in the side chat and whatnot. Appreciate the support.
I'm Sumo John. Thanks for watching, guys, and make sure you ride every day.
I'm also Sumo John. Subscribe to my I do wheelies and I crash.
Well, you do half of those.
Well, to be honest, you crashed before Dan, so...
Yeah,
I know.
Dan crashed
I did a
on
wheelie, too.
his way to my crash.
Yeah.
Yep.
Exactly.
Because I was scared about you crashing.
He was so emotional.
Yeah. Oh my God, Steve crashed, and then he crashed just to make me feel not so bad.
All right, thanks everyone for tuning in again. Thanks everyone for joining in, and I have a hoodie campaign. I'm going to plug that. Just check it out if you'd like, and we'll catch you on the next one. Hi, folks. Welcome one and all.
Woo! Welcome and hello.
So I wanted to start off by saying I made a purchase today, an upgrade that I'm like fucking super stoked about.
Exhaust.
Yeah, I got the Acro, so I'm fucking like excited as fuck. By saying I made a purchase today, an upgrade that I'm like fucking super stoked. Someone's got their viewing on.
Steve, mute your.
Oh,
thing.
Steven.
No,
Come on,
That
Steven.
was me. I think that was me. Sorry.
Yeah, it was not.
Yeah, no, you know what happened? We went live, and I have the side chat up, and it started playing.
Freaking amateur.
I know, I'm so
Yeah, it
angry.
restarts. Yeah, that's right. When you
Yeah,
actually
I know. It started playing, and I'm like, oh my god, where's the button?
Anyways, continue on, Ironic.
So who do we have in the chat here today so far? Why don't we sound off?
One.
Two.
Who's number one? Who's number one?
This guy right here. Got AA Nation up in Ironic Rebounds HumpDay chat. Yeah.
Welcome.
Glad I can make it today. Usually I'm busy on Wednesdays, but I don't have to leave until 9:30 tonight, so we're good.
Yeah, I very conveniently schedule it when you're not available. I don't know how
yeah,
that
true.
worked out.
It's my
So,
hockey schedule, man.
Are you gonna do one tomorrow?
Sorry?
A Nation?
Yeah, I think so. I don't think
I'm out.
it all depends on my work. If I don't have to work night shift tomorrow, I'm definitely gonna do it. But I'll find out tomorrow morning soon.
Jeez, we just started this one and you already want to
I
talk
know.
No, I just asking because tomorrow is still like the best day to ride.
Oh, we're
Oh
riding
yeah,
tomorrow,
yeah,
man.
yeah. We might skip out and just go to LNL.
No, tomorrow A Nation's going to be the only Canadian in the chat.
Yeah, I know. We might. I know. Honestly, I might go to
How
L&L tomorrow. And just
how
say
about
fuck
me? I'm stuck in the snow over here, so.
Yeah, that's true. I guess you'll have to do it
I
too,
need
right?
the snow, man. What the fuck?
My younger brother just posted a picture on Instagram. He stored his bike, and I'm like, no, man, too soon. He's in London, Ontario. I'm like, buddy, don't do it.
He probably already has like 2 feet of snow.
Yeah, he's got quite a bit of snow out there already. It's ridiculous, actually. We've been pretty lucky so far.
I know, right?
So I actually did get a few questions in advance on my YouTube vid, the Weekly Hangouts vid.
I thought we were still introducing ourselves.
Well, you guys, I'm waiting. Nobody's talking. Let's go. Okay, you want me to intro you guys? No, I don't know who you are.
Oh, snap.
My name is Jeff.
Nice. That timing's pretty good, actually.
That's definitely Steve.
Yeah, it's always Steve. Steve Light with the sounds there, guys. And I guess we'll keep going. I am Will PH Moto from Nova Scotia, Canada. What up?
Repping the East Coast.
Guess I'll throw mine out there. I'm a goat father. I'm a diver, and I do diving vlogs.
Trollolololol.
Yeah.
Please insert
Rick roll now.
The Mediterranean diving tonight.
Hemo!
Oh,
you do,
I may be in the wrong hangout then.
I think this is a non-diving hangout.
The muff diving hangout?
Yeah, that kind of diving too. Yeah, can I think.
Do I have to hide my face or something?
Too many Asians.
We have Hemo here live from the accident scene. I believe, what I hear.
It was pretty traumatic. My boy did okay. He was just fine. I got a bump on my head, so I gotta head back home. I'm in the car with my parents right now. I gotta get my factor and do that up, and after that maybe go get that pho that we were trying to get on the way down.
Pho.
Yeah.
So tell us what happened.
So yeah, I was gonna do a legal U-turn. It's different from yours, Ironic.
Yeah. Okay. In your car. You were in your car.
Yeah, I was in the
so
car.
the cager's always at fault. You realize that?
Well, mid U-turn. No, I was in the car, so whatever. Mid U-turn, guy comes doing the same right turn that I did. He knows that road well because I guess he was like trying to hit late apex or something, and then next thing you know, he realizes, I'm in the middle of a U-turn here, buddy. T-bones my front and rear driver's side door. And the moment he realized that I couldn't open my door because it was so bashed in, the guy peels off southbound on.
Shit. Are you fucking serious?
Serious. I guess I could even laugh about it now because I'm okay. You know, it's what I don't like is that just the insurance, right? That's what's gonna happen. Deductible, car's probably a write-off, and guy gets away. And, yeah.
Did you get his plate?
Nope. That's the problem.
So I'm sharing on the screen here. That's Hemo's car right now, as he left it.
Yeah.
Well, there's your problem.
So Hemo's gonna have a account start.